And we are live.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to D&D.
E.
Yep.
Oh, good. I just got the notification.
Mm-hmm.
Stream is starting.
Um, just a quick reminder to both Lit and Zargash. Y'all are going to need to be in the Adventures of the Night Crew Roll20 for people to see.
Oh, I haven't launched a game. Oh, that's. I was wondering why I was okay.
Very wise.
Hi, Striker. So, just a reminder to any and all watching, quite a few members of this group are brand spanking new to D&D.
One or two, maybe upwards of 5 sessions in for most being for the experience level of these brand new people.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going to be a combat. This first section is going to have combat, so it might be infuriating for some to watch, but hey, everyone learns somewhere.
Just a reminder, the ones that Zargash, have you played D&D before?
I have, but I'm super rusty.
Okay. So the ones who are used to D&D would be myself, Cy Snap, and of course the DM.
And we're just waiting on Sai. He said he'll be in a second.
Is Sai a Mog?
No.
Lit 89 is a Mog?
No.
A Mog,
A Mog is a Mog.
A Mog
He's
is
not
a Mog.
here?
He's not here.
Not yet, anyway.
Makes me sad.
Just be prepared that if a Mog does show this game, the random shiz is what he does. Wait, didn't he break his teeth last time by trying to eat a rock?
Why would
he chipped his teeth? He didn't break any.
Okay, he chipped them, not broken.
Ow!
This is also
What?
the guy who last week tried to, or not tried, successfully hung himself from the ceiling so he could sleep like a bat.
By his steel toe boots.
Marvelously didn't kill himself in doing so.
Yeah.
And we
And
marvelously
he only rolled.
didn't kill him.
He only
I'm impressed. All right.
He only rolled natural numbers of 1 and 20 almost the entire game. So that was wonderful.
Yeah.
Welcome, Sai.
Hi, Sai. We are live. So it's just
We are alive, yes. Very alive.
So yeah.
Okay. So I guess for a brief description of what all has transpired so far is in the last session, the party explored all the area inside the cave of the Owlbear's cave, and then they discovered a cavern. In that cavern, there was a water weird guarding a magic, or not magic, but rather a custom item that was asked of me by our very own Crimson, playing the character Sam. That was her custom item weapon of a sword whip of sorts. And there was the exploration of that cavern, as well as the exploration of a cabin that was connected to this cavern via a stairwell and a wooden door. Inside this cabin, it was a old hunter's lodge of some kind of hunting guild or hunting order that the party went around and explored and searched a little bit in. They found themselves a monster in a jar and a set of orders telling whoever the previous inhabitants were of this cabin to pack up everything that they could onto carts, and anything that would not fit would simply just be either hidden or simply just left behind. So they would have to take priority on what they took and didn't take. And inside the hunting cabin, they were able to find a +1 short bow and a bracelet that looks like a dog collar. And from what they understood of the dog collar, there's something more to it. And upstairs, alongside with the orders, they found a little, air quote, monster in a jar. After they had explored the cabin, they went into the cavern, fought the water weird, got the trinket, and then went up and out, and then found themselves a pond in the middle of the mountains, with a weird boulder sitting on a small island in the center of this pond lake area. Upon closer inspection, this weirdly shaped boulder was our very own, now joined, turtle player, being Zargish. And now, after meeting with Zargish and returning to shore, they hear the whooping hollerings and war cries of a goblin hunting pack that has come to hunt. And now they are met face to face with this hunting pack. And roll for initiative, please.
Oh, snoozles. I forgot about this.
Let's see.
Straight into it, I see. TPK, first game. Let's go.
Yeah.
I got bad initiative.
Where do I click for initiative on this beautiful sheet?
There's a spot that literally
Oh.
says initiative, and it has a plus whatever.
Upper middle right section.
By the armor class.
Yeah, by armor class.
Wow, what a great roll by me.
Where
We're not
is initiative? Wait.
last.
It's next to your armor class.
Oh, I see it. So I just clicked the thing.
Okay, so you
Okay.
don't have it set up to go straight to roll 20. Got it.
No.
I accidentally rolled twice, so ignore the second one, which is much better. Can y'all
Lit-
see my results? I can't. There's like an error.
Figures,
Rolled a
Lit.
23.
Lit gets a natural 20 on his initiative.
That's a first, actually.
So he got
Oh no, I pressed. Oh, let me
he
move
got
my mouse.
23.
All right. Okay. Let me get this all written up in a text document, and I'll be right with you.
Okay.
This way I can label who's going what and doing where.
Understandable.
Remember, bruv, mine's the first one, the low one. I rolled twice on accident.
Okay,
okay.
so we have a 2. Was that a natural 1 that you got? Sam?
For
Or was
me,
that a 2 that you got for initiative?
I got an 8.
Okay, I'm looking at old ones then.
Yeah, my initiative was an 8. So everyone's but Lit looks to be connected to roll 20.
Yeah, and Lit's...
Was a 23.
Okay.
What's Lit's in game? Lit as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you just miss the last one, or is this your first session?
He missed the last one.
Cool beans. Pleasure to meet you.
And Zargish happens to be my real-life brother.
Yeah,
So
that is
I
my,
brought him in because loyal player.
That is
All
my
right.
most unfortunate, relationship.
Yes. All right,
There's
let me get the rest
there's
of this
the thing
typed
to
up.
Connect those, by the way.
He had to blackmail me to get me in here.
Yes.
He knows too much. I should get rid of him, honestly.
Sai, what was your initiative?
15.
Thank you. All right. Just another moment.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a stream?
Yep.
Yes, it
That-
is.
Okay.
We are live.
And water. Oh, no. That's not what I meant. The map.
No,
You're on a mountain path.
Okay. It could also interpret this as being a stream with rocks in it.
It does
I
look
can
like
see
that. I do see that.
I was like, that would make this, what do you call it? Rough terrain? That's not the term.
Difficult terrain.
That's the one.
Okay.
And
I'd presume
one
all the
more.
rocks to be difficult terrain for sure.
Let's see.
Oh, and on the top right, I presume that's a drop down. That's a cliffside.
That is a cliff overlooking the area. You are all fairly high up, actually. You have found yourselves, after departing from the cavern, you have walked up inside the cavern, up out to the elevated story of terrain above, where if we revisit this regional map, y'all, what is this, buffers? Y'all are in this elevated area up above.
Okay.
Okay.
So there is quite a drop if you go off the cliff.
Mm-hmm.
I can recommend.
Yeah,
Okay.
understandable.
So I got 1, 2, 3. I need Zargish. What was your initiative?
It was a grand total of 5.
A grand number indeed.
I'm rather slothfully, not really feeling like rushing into battle, I guess.
And Zargish with 5. Okay. So let me put these in order. I was just compiling these. Let us get in some battle music as we are about to commence battle in a fantasy setting. Lovely.
By the way, y'all, pro tip for if you're using Windows, you can hold down the Windows key, then press D, and you'll instantly go back to your desktop.
Cool.
All right, and we finally got the rhythm bot in here since last time, so it'll be at least slightly more entertaining when things go down. Right, and now it should be not capital, exclamation point P, play. Here we go, music. And just give me another moment on the initiative orders, and I'll be right with you folks.
Okay. So, while we're waiting on that, hi Flat, hi Striker. We got a couple people in the, we have a couple people in the, chat.
Welcome, people. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
Where do you source your music, brother?
I do apologize. Just another moment.
No problem. Oh, can we hear it?
The music?
There we go. Sorry, I had it really low, so try and make sure that the fans can hear it, but it doesn't overpower. Or the viewers, I should say. Okay. Whenever y'all are ready.
Just the last 3 things. Just making sure I have everyone on this list. Just double checking so I don't skip anyone accidentally.
Mm-hmm.
And we should be good to go.
Forgive my naivete. How would I wish to turn
you
down
wish
the
to-
music a little bit for myself personally?
You right click on the rhythm bot, and there should be a user volume kind of gauge
Cool
that you
beans.
can drag up and down, or left and right as it is.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, and we are ready to go.
Cool.
So,
Holy shit,
first
what was that?
on the list will be Grand Fire Person Lit. Lit, what do you wish to do in this battle? You have a multitude of ranged attacks. You can move forward, you can move any which direction, and you do have a selection of ranged attacks that you can choose.
I would like to move forward, but I'm just trying to think. I might move up to those trees, those 2 front trees.
Over here?
Yes.
So that'll be 5. Each of these squares in this instance will be 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can move to about here.
Okay, that's perfect.
So go ahead and move your spot,
Yep.
which is the little fire piece.
I'm trying to move. Why is it not moving?
I'll give you direct control over it. So you should be able to click and drag.
There we go. So right here?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. And what do you wish to do now? You no longer have movement. That's 30 feet. So would you like to make any kind of ranged attacks or anything?
Sure, why not? If I'm correct, I think, was it my... I would like to try and do an Eldritch Blast.
All right. You certainly may. Roll to hit, and who would you like to hit?
I feel like... Hold on, I feel like the first guy in front of me, like right in the same area around the trees. That one, yeah.
All right. Roll to hit for me.
All right, please be on my side for this one, dice.
Oh, yeah. The last time he played with us, it wasn't streamed, but he missed almost every single shot he took.
It was terrible. This one was somewhat... Okay, this is decent.
All right. What would you get?
Total, 16.
This certainly hits this goblin. Please roll for damage.
All right, please.
So when rolling to hit, you hit the hit/DC thing on D&D Beyond, right?
You can, yes.
It automatically applies the plus, you know.
Total of 12 for damage.
All right. For 12 damage, as you extend your arm to fire this Eldritch Blast, energies crackle up from your elbow, up your forearm, and into the palm of your hand. And out of your hand, you hear a crack whip of energy. It launches from your hands and blasts this goblin square right in between the eyes. It is one very dead goblin.
Nice.
All right. So with that, is there anything else you wish to do? Because you still have a bonus action. Outside of that, it will be the next person's turn.
Nah, I think I'm good for now.
Alrighty. So next up, it is the boss of this little group. The boss is the Goblin Hunting Pack Master over here. He's labeled currently in a yellow. So with him up front, he will be kind of doing a kind of 5-foot charge, and with that 5 feet of momentum, he will be chucking what looks to be boomerang of sort, gilded with teeth and other sharp objects, and marked with many markings in ink and kind of like burned into the wood. He takes a running start, throws this jagged tooth boomerang, and he throws it, and let me throw this one at you. Oh boy. First thing, natural 20. Haha. Okay, that's a crit. So,
Oh, wow.
let me look at this. Outside, the boomerang for damage is a D4 on you.
It's a D4 plus 2.
Okay. So, with that, this is just basically a straight boomerang, but it does have its own kinks to it. So with this one, a natural crit 20 does hit you. He throws a boomerang at you with jagged teeth. It whips and whirls through the air, and as it gets to you, it deals 4, and the plus 2 added to that, 6, and another 1. With this crit, I'm doing double dice. So that is a total of 8 damage. So if you would please subtract that from your health.
All right. Where's my health? Hold on.
Upright.
Upright, yeah.
And with this boomerang, as it whips and whirls through the air, it cuts over your shoulder, curls back, and whips back towards the goblin, who then catches it with his hand. As you will notice, it did hit, and it returned. Okay. So, after that, it is now... Sai, your turn.
Okay. So... Yeah, I'm gonna move up.
All right. Are you able to move your token?
No.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
trying
I
to
need to
move it,
give you
won't
all
let me.
direct control over yours respective tokens. Let me add that. You should be able to move yours now.
Okay, I'm gonna go to... Yeah, I'm still rolling with disadvantage, but I'm going to throw my boomerang at...
You're
This
rolling
guy?
with disadvantage?
Because it's within my maximum range, but not my normal
Ah, okay.
range. So just roll twice.
Yeah, roll twice, take the worst of the two. So that would have to be the
The 6.
6.
Yeah.
All right, so the 6 does not hit. So this was the boomerang?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so with this boomerang, you chuck it, you do a quick flick of the wrists, and it does not connect, so it does return back to you. Anything else you'd like to do?
No.
All right. So with that, it will then be the next group of goblins' turn.
Question
So-
for y'all. So is that the range? Is it like when it says 20/60? Is the 60 the maximum? You just have to roll with disadvantage?
Yeah.
Is that what that means? Awesome. Thank you.
Okay. So, Lit and Sai, you are both within range of these goblin archers. So, they will be shooting at you two. Let me roll these numbers offside. With my physical dice. I don't get to use these enough. Okay. Alright. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
No.
Okay. So with that, after each of these goblins take aim and loose their arrows, only one of these arrows connect, and it was another natural 20. All the other ones were like 5, 4, and 10. So with that, Sai, you are going to get hit with, and I believe short bows are 2d6. No, I'm sorry, 1d6. Okay. Uh-huh.
That's what you get for throwing boomerangs at people.
All right. So with that, it was a 6 and then a 2. Again, double dice. And this one had a +1. So that would be a 7 total damage. I'm not adding the damage to both of those rolls, only to one of them. So take 7 damage for me, please.
Okay.
All right. And after that, Miss Sam, your turn.
Let's see. I'm going to move up. To here. And then let's just... If they want to shoot arrows at us, I'll shoot arrows back. Let's see. Okay, so the pack master is in range, so I'm gonna aim for him.
All right. Roll to hit for me, please.
Does a 26 hit?
Yes, it does.
Ignore the sneak attack because no one else is within 5 feet and I don't have advantage.
All right.
So it's
So
8.
the +1 short bow got a 19 plus 7. Okay. So that's how you got that. All right.
Well-
So with the... Yes?
It's 11 plus 8, so it should have 8 damage.
Yeah, that's where the +1 of that bow comes in tail.
Yeah.
I was looking at the physical dice. My bad. So,
You're
yeah, you will do 8 damage. And you are able to catch him in one of his shoulder pads. He kind of chunks out the arrow after connecting with his shoulder. He takes it out, kind of breaks it in his hand, and throws it down, and kind of does a retort in Goblin, which I will not currently voice.
Yeesh.
So, with that, -8. All right. So, with that, is there anything else you wish to do?
Nope.
All right. Turtle Master Zargish, your turn.
Hmm.
Now, here is the question: are you reptilian, Vivian?
You don't know me that well.
Hmm.
Any business?
I know the answer. I just want to know if you know the answer.
Reptilian.
What's that answer?
Reptilian. So I'm gonna skedoodle. I'm gonna run over here, over in the grass, taking shelter in the rocks as much as I can, and then I'm going to throw a very, very spicy dart at the first dude I can see.
So, from your angle, that can be this guy.
Yeah,
the
that one.
boss. Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
He's in the front.
All right then. So, roll to hit for me, please.
That not work.
I don't think you're the. I think you're one of the only few connected. Not connected. Oh,
No,
the dart for 15. That hits. Roll for damage, please. And that would be 7 in total. All right. So with that, you chuck the dart, and you're able to catch this. This I almost said joblin. This goblin, in his shoulder as well, and he's able to remove it, but he does not look very good for wear on that.
It's a flesh wound.
Just a flesh wound. All right. So after that, now it is the goblin's turn. So that is 5. This guy comes up to you. 20, 30. Right. Okay. So the goblins are making their charge. And now this first goblin, he's going to take a smack at you. So that will be a melee attack, and with a +4. No, that does not hit. As a turtle, that does not hit at all. A 10, that doesn't hit. You're 17, I do believe. So this goblin, with a running charge, tries to swing at you, but apparently you are able to kind of just jut out of the way just in time for when the blade comes. It does not connect. All right.
This guy's screwed.
So
It is a 17.
All right. Yeah, I know. You're a turtle, so it's almost a natural 17. All right. So, Lid, it comes all back to you. What do you wish to do?
Well, because I know there's a goblin literally right there. I want to maybe. Is there a way I can like just move back just a little bit? So,
Absolutely, Matt. Yes.
all right. So, like, what about here?
That's certainly within your movement points. Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and then I would like to do an Eldritch Blast to that goblin in front of me.
Absolutely. Roll to hit for me, please.
Oh, please, God, please. Don't.
Let's keep up the streak.
Keep the streak.
Total 14.
14 does hit. Please roll for damage.
Please. Please. I beg of you, please.
How would you like to visually describe what your Eldritch Blast looks like?
Well, damage is a total of 6.
All right. So with that, this goblin up front, this one was a little hurt from earlier before. He's not looking that great. You are able to move up your arm and get the energy going, into starting from the base of your arm, crackling all the way up past your elbow, up your forearm, in the palm of your hand, and then with a finger point, it arcs out from your fingers, and a loud whip crack of energy is heard, and this goblin is shot dead. He only had 1 hit point left, so yeah, you kill.
Okay, good.
All right. So with that, is there anything else you want to do? Because you still have the about like what 10, so 20 movement points. So you could move 20 more feet.
Let's see.
But you
I
may
think-
move if you so choose.
I was thinking going to the behind that rock. So I was thinking like right here. Is that all right?
5, 10, 15, 20. Yep, you absolutely may.
Okay.
And that will give you, and currently Sam, a +2 to AC. As like a small cover.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Okay. So that will be from ranged attacks. Alright, so outside of that, is there anything else you want to do, or are you good?
I think I'm good.
Alright, next up will be the boss Gobbo. He will be joining the fight. He will be doing... Okay, he's up joining with his allies, and he will be doing another chuck of a boomerang, this time at you, Lit. So remember, whatever he gets, you do have +2 to whatever you have, to whatever AC that you have. So, tell me, does a... Okay, that certainly will not hit. Natural 1. So he chucks this boomerang, and it goes a little wide. He's going for your head, but it arcs up a little bit before it gets to you, so it clears your head by a good few inches. So
Oof.
he is able to give your hair a haircut, but that's flames, if I remember from your character description.
Yes.
So he parts your flames for half of a second, and the boomerang comes back to him. All right. So with that, Sai, your turn.
Okay. I'm going to move up and use my halberd on the chieftain, or whatever you call them. Sorry.
Yes, Hunt Packmaster.
Yeah, that guy. 14.
A 14 does connect. Please roll for damage.
1.
All right. You're able to do a kind of like coming down sweep attack. He dodges just in time, but you do nick him a little as the blade comes down.
Okay.
All right. So, anything else you want to do?
No.
All right. So after that, it will now be the goblin group up ahead. Or sorry, the archer goblins that are now in the back. So with that, they will be... Nope. Nope. And nope. Okay. Only one of these goblins connect once again. Sam, this one will be aiming at you.
Okay.
Let's see. So, you had a +2, and what was your AC?
15.
Again? 15.
So
Okay.
17.
All right, it matches. So that will, as a house rule that we have, any AC that matches for an attack on either melee or ranged, including magic, it will do half the damage as a house rule. So with that, it'll be doing half damage for whatever it does. So that will be...
Out of curiosity, what's the official? Is it full damage?
Officially, we've heard it tossed around so many times in my other group, so we just made that rule of half damage, but it was always meeting or above, or simply above, and no one could tell me whether it was meeting and above, or only above. So we went for, if it landed on that one numerical number of meeting your AC, it would just do half either way.
Okay.
So
And
if
that house
something-
rule applies to player characters and NPCs, right?
It does. It does
Oh.
indeed. So
Okay.
it's a Walmart resistance for half damage and such. So this goblin will be doing, and that's half of that. So a 5 plus 4. No, I'm sorry. 5. Yeah, 5 plus 4 on the short bow. So they will be doing, again, just 5 damage. I'm going to round that down. Okay.
Okay.
So 5 and 4 is 9. Half of 9 is 4.5. So, yeah, that would actually just be 4 then.
Okay.
Just going to round that down. All right, so take 4 damage for me, please.
Alrighted.
All right, so after that, it is now your turn.
Hmm.
Sam,
If
wish
I-
to retaliate?
Who just
Whoop.
shot me?
That would be this guy in the front left.
Hmm. I'll go for them here in a minute. I'm going to go for the goblin straight ahead because he's within 5 feet of Sai. So I get sneak.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and do the short bow. Does a 14 hit?
It certainly does. Who are you willing to aim at?
Goblin straight ahead.
All right, that certainly hits. Roll for damage, please.
17.
17 total damage. You are able to take aim at this goblin, release your arrow, and excuse me, you are able to catch it square in its forehead, and it falls back lifeless. It is a dead goblin.
Good thump.
All right. Anything else you want to do?
Oops. Not hit my mic. Let's see.
Because you still have movement and a bonus action, I do believe.
I'm going to actually 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Can I move here?
If it's within the movement, of course.
Okay. Well, is this grassy area rough terrain?
It is not.
Okay, then yeah. I move there.
Yeah, currently none of this terrain is rough, barring this rock back here.
Okay.
And likely the cliff edge, but I don't think anyone's going to walk there willingly. Okay, so with that, it now goes to Zargish. What do you wish to do?
I desire to smash this goblin's skull in with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
Just but nothing fancy. Just whack on the head. Fucking, pardon my French.
Just-
Smashing his head in.
Just a bonk.
Yep.
Send
Just
him
like
to horny
James.
jail.
Indeed. So let
Okay,
me-
so
let me
roll
do
the hit for me, please.
a two-handed bonk, might I say?
Get off my property. Bang.
Not a very well executed bonk.
What'd you get? A 10?
Mm-hmm.
That meets its AC, so that will do half damage. So 9
two-handed.
is
Yep. 9.
4.5, so that will just be rounded down again to a 4. So 4 damage. You're able to bring your quarterstaff down. It tries to raise its shield, but the shield doesn't help too much. So with that, all the force comes down on the shield and back onto itself. So you still hit it, but you have to go. You went through a shield to hit him. All right. So next up, that will be the goblin group. So this goblin will then retort and try and swing back at you with its own sword. So tell me, does a
No.
4 does certainly not hit? All right. Even with the +5, that won't help. So with the +5 at the 9, that won't help you. That won't help it. So it will try and, as you have brought down this quarterstaff on its head over its shield, it will try and swing under with its scimitar. However, it comes short and does not hit you. So with that, that goblin is no longer doing that.
We call that
Sai.
floundering where I'm from.
He's just kind of flailing underneath all of this, trying to get at you. And now, Sai. This is going to hurt, probably. So this goblin is directly next to this chieftain who is currently giving the help action. So with that, this goblin is going to be rolling an advantage to hit you. So tell me, does... Okay. Hot damn. And... Alright, so that was at advantage. The first one was a natural 20, unfortunately for you. So, double damage. Okay. Well, that does a lot, honestly. A total of 3 damage. With double dice, that's just 2 and a 1. So, yeah, it hits, but you are able to, like, kind of like turn out of the way a little bit. However, he does scratch you for 3 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Who was that? Sorry, my internet went a little weird there.
You take 3 damage. The goblin here is taking a swing at you.
I did think you were talking to me then.
Yeah, sorry.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay. So with that, now goes back to Lit. What do you wish to do?
Let's see. That's the one with the boomerang, right? This one right here.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna aim at him. I'm gonna do a good old Eldritch Blast. I'm gonna risk my luck.
All right. Roll to hit, but if you do, because Sai is directly in your line of sight, if you roll a natural 1, it will hit him instead.
Oh no. Okay, great. My luck is. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Here I go.
Come on.
Total is 23.
To hit? All right.
Yes.
So that does hit the goblin in question. So now, roll for damage, please.
Oh, please be good. Please.
Mhm. Come on.
Total is 12.
All right. So you are able to once again raise your arm, have the energies flow through you and arc out of your hand, and fly towards this goblin hunter. And now it arcs around, bounces in the air, and hits the desired target. And you hit him square in the chest, but he's still alive. And you said it was 12?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So it does hit him in the chest. He is still alive, but now he looks kind of worse for wear.
Okay.
All right then. So now, is there anything else you want to do? Because you can still move.
Let's see. I'm trying to think where I should move. I guess maybe like right here.
All right. Absolutely.
That does cost you your 2 additional AC.
Because you have moved away from that rock that would have given cover. But hey, that's up to you. All right. Anything else you want to do?
He's a strong boy.
No, that's fine. I'll. My luck has been decent so far, and I probably just jinx it.
All right. So after that, it then goes to the boss goblin.
Oh,
Now,
no.
Sai, he will be trying to disengage from you, but the goblins, sneaky as they are, do have a bonus action to disengage without any incurring damage. So he will be kind of backing up from you and doing like a twirl spin, getting out of dodge, and run back. And as he gets to a certain point, he stops, and with his momentum of running this direction, he stops, turns around, and flings his boomerang back at you. So let's see if this hits. With a +6. Math on a weekend, something I cannot do. Because I'm doing physical dice, so 7 + 6, 13. Does that hit you?
Meets it.
It meets it. All right, so it'll be doing half damage. So that will be a... Okay. So that will be a 9 in total. Again, I'll just round that down. So that will be just another 4 damage. He flings this boomerang with a twist of his wrist and turning body. It kind of does a zigzag in the air, goes to the... it arcs from the right going left and from the left going right, and zigzags and kind of goes over you. But as it goes over you, it's able to slice a good bit of your arm. So you do take a total of 4 damage. And it then returns to him. So with that, please take 4 damage for me.
Already done.
All right. And now it goes to... your turn.
I am going to use my halberd on the goblin that I'm right beside.
All right, roll to
I
hit
only
for me.
rolled a 4.
That does not hit. So you kind of do a thrusting motion but it's a little high, and the goblin's able to just kind of duck under it. So you have missed. All right. So
Am I able to disengage?
not as a full action,
Okay,
since you have
okay.
just attacked, but you can move away and incur, a opportunity attack. So he may or may not hit you
Nah,
if you
I'll
want to
stay.
risk that.
I'll stay.
All right.
Defeats the purpose.
But with a full action, without attacking or anything, you absolutely can disengage without incurring penalty. All right, so after you, it goes to the Goblin Archers. All right, so this Goblin Archer is going to move up to the cover of the tree. And these ones will move up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 shots are going to you, Miss Sam, as well as 1 shot is going to be coming to you, Zargish. Sorry, I forgot your name for a second.
They're shooting through the trees, past their
They're
comrades, past
attempting
the
to.
rocks. Okay.
This one up here will be attempting to thread a needle going from here to you.
Best of luck to them.
And that will be at disadvantage if I can stop drawing these.
Mm-hmm.
See? Clear drawings. There we go. That didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good old-fashioned delete. Who's doing the... Okay. So with that, that will be at disadvantage, so I'm rolling him separate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That certainly does not hit you. That was a 7 total.
Mm-hmm.
Could have seen
Nope.
that coming.
With that, and these ones will now be... Nope. And yes. Okay, so one of those arrows goes towards Sai. It does not hit. One of the other arrows went towards Zargish. It also does not hit. And 2 of which went towards Sam. One of which missed. The other does hit.
Okay.
So, it will be a total of 6 damage, Sam.
Okay.
So one of these goblins is able to arc his arrow just right, and it manages to kind of skirt over your shoulder, but still nicks you as it goes by.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna need healing after this majorly.
How much damage did you take?
No one,
Total of 6.
no one's really healed me since the last fight.
Oh.
I'll save my key.
I think y'all used those little healing potions you had as soon as you got them last time.
Yeah, and
All right.
so
And there is still a short rest that you can take today. I don't know how many hit dice y'all have, respectively, so you still could take a short rest after this even.
mm-hmm.
But, at any rate, let's continue on. So after that, Sam, it is now your turn.
Okay, I'm going to aim for the hunter master.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Does
Oh,
a
that certainly
24
does
hit?
hit. It certainly does. So with that, roll for damage. All right. So, describe to me how you kill this Huntmaster Goblin.
Release the arrow, ka-thunk right into his forehead.
Absolutely. As you are able to pull out your bow and draw your arrow, you take a moment to breathe in and out. And as you release, you hear a whiff of the guiding tail feather of the arrow. You hear it whiff, you hear it fling through the air in a very quiet arc, but it's almost a whisper on the wind.
Mm-hmm.
This goblin has turned around, already thrown his boomerang, and it missed. But as he kind of turns, it then square into his forehead. He falls lifeless to the ground.
Okay.
So with that, now, is there anything else you wish to do?
Because my health is so low, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm moving to the other side of the tree for cover.
Absolutely, and that will again just be +2.
Okay. That's better than as of right now.
All right. So with that, it is now Zargish, your turn.
This goblin is annoying the heck out of me, so I'm going to play like a smart monk and attempt to use my quarterstaff and whack out his knees. And then I'm going to do an unarmed strike and headbutt the guy. If I can't get him
Okay.
directly, I'll just do it to his shield. Try to shove him over.
Roll the hits.
Yes, I will do this. Oh, wrong button. That was damage. Oof.
Well, we can keep that damage if you wish, but if it
Yes.
just has to hit.
Does that hit?
A 9 does not hit with the quarterstaff.
Okie dokie. Well, I'm gonna do my unarmed strike regardless. I'm gonna try to headbutt the guy, even if I can't hit him in the knees.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
What great rolls I'm doing. Doesn't hit, right?
Unarmed strike, not hit. So after being thoroughly bonked on his head, as dazed as he is, he's kind of stumbling in place. Every time you try to land an aim strike at him, he's stumbling out of the way, having been hit on the head. He's just kind of woozy and dazed, so he's just kind of like wobbling side to side, and he's just drunk dodging all of these shots that you're throwing at him,
Mm-hmm.
just out of sheer happenstance. So
Drunk
with that, it now goes to
Nope. I'm gonna do one more thing.
Yes.
I'm tired of this guy. He is annoying me. I'm just gonna try to move on to the better priority target. I'm going to provoke an attack of opportunity by moving over here.
Okay, so that will be a 10 and plus 5, 15. A 15 does not hit, so he tries to swing at you as you leave, but he hits the back of your shell and it does no damage to you.
I am too fast.
Yep. All right. So with that, it now goes to the goblin's turns again. This goblin doesn't seem to appreciate you leaving, but he seems preoccupied with other things on his mind.
Hmm.
His boss just died. He's running. So 1, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, and he's gonna try and stab you in the back, Mr. Zargish. Trying to retreat as well, but he does invoke opportunity attack from. I'm sorry, that was a bonus action, so it would not. So this goblin's actually able to slip away from you, Sai, as he's running away, and with that, he's able to run back and try and stab this turtle in the back. So now does a. Oh, hold on, it fell off before. Plus 5. In 18, so it was a 13 plus 5, 18. That does hit. So that will be a. Okay, that'll be a grand total of. 3 plus 4, 7. I'm losing my mind. 7 damage. So sorry. Yes, go ahead. Wait. They have what bonus? Yeah, the plus 4.
Okay.
So please take 7 damage for me. He just kind of comes up and tries to swing at you. He lands on your back, but it doesn't do much to you. So with that, it now goes to Lit. What do you wish to do?
Hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry, you guys couldn't hear me. 7 damage. Okay. Do I?
Yeah.
I took it off my player character sheet. Do I have to take it
Yes.
off anywhere else?
No.
Cool beans. Yeah, that hurt.
Alright.
I was very unhappy with that.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to see where I can move because I think if I'm correct, I could move up to here. Wait, hold on, let me long here, right?
3, 4, 5. Yes.
Okay, so I would like to do that. So I'm just gonna bop, and then. Okay, am I in? I don't know if the tree's blocking me from this guy.
At this angle, I would say no.
No, so I can't hit him.
You can hit him with a range attack.
Got it. All right, I'm gonna hit him with an Eldritch Blast.
Fair enough. So roll to hit for me, please.
All right, total is 22.
A 22 certainly does hit. Roll for damage.
Please be a good one. Gosh.
How much?
Total is 5.
5 damage is actually just enough to kill these archer goblins. So you are able to have your energies cackle up through your arm, whip out of your hand, and it does connect with the goblin, and it is a very dead goblin.
Yes.
Fairly high kill count this time around.
Hmm.
Yeah, last time he played, for anyone watching, he was fighting the owlbear, and he was getting his ass handed to him.
I was getting destroyed.
He's getting smacked around like a rag doll.
I kept trying doing but the hit point it just never worked. I kept getting like ones.
Hmm.
All right, so with that, it then goes back over to Sai, since the boss goblin is dead. And you do have a reach of 10 feet with halberds, I do believe. So you can have a square of space between you and your target if your weapon is indeed a reach of 10 feet.
Okay. Okay, just to recap, I can move, action, and bonus, right?
Absolutely, in any which order you please.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, you do have a reach of 10 feet with the halberd.
Just stand far away and poke everybody.
And they won't be able to poke you back immediately.
So that's good.
If it's within 30, yes.
No, I mean as far as the 10 in between.
Yeah, that works.
So I'm going to use my halberd on the goblin that's tried to stab in the turtle in the back.
Absolutely, yes.
13.
A 13 does hit. Please roll for damage.
8.
8 damage indeed. You are able to have in your hand this halberd. You kind of have it cradled in your hand, almost as if it was a pool cue, and you twist and poke at the same time, and you are able to catch this goblin in his own back, through his spine, and that is a dead goblin.
Okay.
Okay. So now, is there anything else you want to do?
Yeah, I need a healing word.
All right, and that will be a bonus action or one of your bardic inspirations?
Bonus action.
Okay, so you can do that.
5.
You heal for 5. All right.
Okay.
So with this, I'll envision that you're giving yourself kind of like a motivational speech, going like, yeah, you can do this. You just got that. It was so awesome. So motivational speech brought you up by 5. Anything else you want to do, or is that it? I think you still have some movement.
No, I'm good.
All right. So with that, it will then go to the archer goblin. Having seen their boss die, they're also going to try and make a run for it, but not until they try and shoot and scoop. So, one of which will be aimed at you, Sam. The other 2 will be aimed at the turtle. So, okay, that one definitely does not hit. Also does not hit. That one does, oddly enough. It meets the AC, however. So, for once on the turtle, it will do half damage. And that will be a +4. So, a 5 damage in total towards you, Master Turtle Monk. Okay. So after they shoot, they will now scoot. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This goblin runs out of the battlefield.
And you said
5. Yes?
I didn't take any damage, or did I?
You did not. Only the turtle got hit with one of the arrows. One of the arrows that was aimed at you, you were able to kind of view what was going on in the battle, but one of the arrows tries to be shot at you, and it hits the tree next to you, or rather the tree you're hiding behind. So they got close enough, uncomfortably close, but it did not hit.
Okay.
All right.
Question. Once we murder the rest of these guys, can we chase after the one who escaped?
Sure.
You certainly may try.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Goblin goes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Goblin go here. Okay. So now it then goes to Sam, your turn.
Okay. So, let's see. I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Let's go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm shooting at the retreating goblin. This
Green
guy.
one or the orange one? Okay, the orange one. Roll to hit for me, please.
Okay, let's see. Does a 19?
19 definitely does hit.
Okay. And that would be 5 damage. Because no one's
And
threatening him.
And that will actually kill this goblin outright. So, with that, you are able to launch an arrow and you hit him square in the back. He falls over lifeless. All right, so that's a dead goblin.
Okay.
Okay. So, outside of that, is there anything else you want to do?
I've moved. I'm going to use a bonus action to dash.
Okay.
So that would be 5.
Can you use
10,
bonus actions to
15,
dash?
20.
For what she can do, yes.
Cool.
Okay.
So far, none of the party knows what class, air quote, she is. Y'all can figure that out through RP, as per her request.
Mm.
Okay, so, is that everything?
Yep.
All right, it goes back to you, Zargish.
So, having 2 arrows shot into my shins, I am intent on vengeance, as far as the archers are concerned. So I am going to scurry up behind the fleeing fiend,
Okay.
and then I'm going to try and take out his knees with a 2-handed quarterstaff attack.
Okay, so
Like-
can you tell me the path you took to get there? Because
Why?
you started here,
I'm going straight for him.
so
I
that
have
would be
40
easy
movement.
through
I
here.
have 40 movement. Yeah.
All right.
Hmm?
So that does incur opportunity attack if you went straight for him.
Oh, I didn't. Okay, I didn't notice the other guy. Okay, I'm gonna swerve around.
I think
Along
it
the
might be
path.
a little too late.
Okay. So I'm going straight for him.
Okay.
That's the only thing. He's the only thing in my sight. I'm not paying attention to anything else.
Holy cow, natural 20. I'm not lying.
I believe you.
Ooh.
Okay, so that will just be double dice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's overall kind of pitiful, but makes sense. 3 damage, a 1 and a 2 from the... Wait, those are each with plus 4s. So that will be the 1, 5, 2, plus 4, 6. That will be an 11 damage total.
Are you serious?
5 and 6 totals.
Oh my lord, that is a lot. I am almost dead. I have 1 HP.
Well, kill
Yeah.
with vengeance and die with honor, I suppose.
I am weary, and yes, I seek vengeance for these arrows. I'm going to thump this dude as such with a 2-handed quarterstaff attack. Is that good? Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Yeah, that looks to be a natural crit. So, please, roll damage. Or
Yeah.
double the dice.
So I just roll twice?
Roll twice. Or rather, yeah, just roll twice. For damage. Add up the 2. So 8 plus 5. That will be 13, right?
Yep.
I can do math. So, 13 damage to this goblin. Please describe how you kill this goblin.
I whack his kneecaps out from under him. He falls down, and then I smush his skull in with the downward strike
Fair enough.
of the quarterstaff.
With that, you have kind of bent his knees backwards with the quarterstaff. As he falls to the ground, you bring down the quarterstaff with one slamming strike, and you hear a sickening crunch underneath your quarterstaff. So with that,
I'm also going to. I'm weary. You know, I'm gonna get out of the battle. I'm gonna move away. I still have 20 more movement, so that's what I'm going to do.
so feel free to get out of dodge.
Boom. That should be 40. Another 20.
All right, so Is there anything else you wish to do?
Let me check one thing real quick. Nope.
Okay. So with that, it then goes to the goblin's turn. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He makes it to the edge of the battlefield. All right. So it'll go to Lit. Do you wish to do anything?
Oh, Psy's not first?
No, it is Lit, then Psy.
Okay.
I'm trying to think how much my movements can go, because like
You can get here with 25 and here with 30, or you can just kind of clear the edge with all your movement easily enough.
Mm-hmm.
So you're able to move around and shoot him, certainly.
Because so right here's good.
That'll be perfectly fine, yeah.
Okay, because I want to get like a last minute hit on this goblin.
Oh,
Absolutely.
If it doesn't hit him or not, I just want to.
Roll to hit with advantage. Let's see how this goes. Which just means roll twice and take the better of the two.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so first total, it's coming up, and total 15.
Okay, and the next one?
All right. Total is, I think, again, 15.
All right, so with the better of those two, it might be a hard decision mathematically, but a 15 will hit. So with that, please roll for damage.
Oh, please be a good one. This is gonna be fun. Okay, so total will be 6.
Describe to me how you want to kill this goblin with this Eldritch Blast, I assume.
This one, I feel like it's almost the same kind of way I would as a typical Eldritch, but since I ran up and it was kind of it was like again, it was like a last minute rush, so it's like it was a save movements, but in a way where I kind of flicked my hand a little too fast.
Okay. So with this, as you run and get to a position where you're comfortable firing, as you run, you take a moment to, as you're coming to a stop with running, you put your left foot down and plant it, and with a twist of your body, seeing how you now have cleared the corner of the cliff, you turn, after planting your foot, pivot on your left foot, and have this crackling energy going up your arm and sitting in the palm of your hand, and you throw it almost as if you were a pitcher on a baseball mound. You twist, turn, fling this ball of energy, and it hits the goblin. So, that is a dead goblin.
Yes.
Okay, it had 4 hit points left, so the 6 definitely killed it.
I'm so dumb. Every time I was shot with an arrow, I could have tried to reduce the damage and catch it.
Did that cost you any key?
Nope.
Oh,
it's
okay.
It's just a thing I get to do.
Fair
it
enough.
costs key to throw it back.
Ah, okay.
As a reaction, yep. But I could have just cat them all.
All right. So with that, all the goblins on the field are dead, but now one has escaped you or eluded you. And you wish to give chase?
I saw it. I knew for sure I saw it, and I point in that direction. I'm like, hey, guys, let's go get that, SOB. And what do y'all think?
Can I do one thing before we move on?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Can I steal that boomerang?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So this is a homebrewed magic item that I'll be sending you shortly. It is a toothed boomerang of beasts. It gives a +1 if you're fighting beasts with it, like creatures and critters. So there's a +1 to hit. But there's also already a +2 to hit with this boomerang. It does slashing damage instead of bludgeoning. And it returns on hit or miss.
Because magic?
Essentially.
Mm.
But the way this boomerang is designed is instead of making contact and breaking a kangaroo's neck with it, it slashes and returns. It doesn't land and stay.
Cool beans. I'm weak. I'm 1 HP.
So I can send that to you directly after this game. So I'll send you that. So with that, now there is one goblin that has managed to scurry off. So y'all wish to go and chase it down?
Sure.
Oh, hell yeah.
I certainly do.
Absolutely.
Um,
So, yes.
can I? Or actually, I'll wait. Never mind. I'm good.
All right then. So, as you begin to follow down this path, you begin to see that you are rapidly descending down the sides of these mountains. There is this mountain path that is kind of like a dirt path. It's fairly well defined, honestly. And you go down this mountain path, and you're able to see broken twigs. Leaves have fallen on the ground from being disturbed and rushed past, and you are just booking it down this mountain. You can hear this goblin eventually. Here you can hear it panting, you can hear it screaming, and you have at this point found yourselves most of the way down the mountain. It has round the curve and gone back towards the cave area. And as you guys are rushing down, you don't really see it, but you can certainly hear it screaming, hollering as it goes. But eventually, you find yourselves, after running for about a few 5 to 10 minutes, chasing after this goblin, you are able to find yourselves back to the mouth of the cave of the owlbear. You have gone down this mountainous slope, worked your way through the woods, chasing the tracks of this goblin, which have been very easy to track, all in all, as it has not cared to be sneaky on where it went, because it is booking it. And now it has reached the mouth of the goblin cave, and as you exit the tree line, you are able to see that some goblins are now carrying the owlbear egg from before, and this goblin that was running away from you is hooting, hollering, and is shouting in goblin, yelling at all these other goblins to get out of dodge. But all these other goblins, two of which are currently holding this massive owlbear egg that's the size of like 5 footballs put into one. These two goblins are trying to lift it onto a wagon cart. And they are trying to lift it onto this wagon cart. They're putting it in like a little batch of hay. And there is a large wolf at the front end of this cart. These goblins then begin to try and hop on this cart and run away. Would anyone like to make any kind of ranged attacks on these goblins?
How
Yes.
many goblins do we see?
Yes.
All right, so please
May I
roll
ask?
to hit in the order of lit. You said you wanted to try and hit?
Yes.
All right.
How far away are we?
At this instance, y'all are about a good 100 feet away. So for most of you, you will have to roll at disadvantage. Except for the Eldritch Blast, I do believe. That's 120.
120, baby. Let's go.
The short bow is within that distance.
All right, so you get to hit normally too. All right, so Lit, what do you want to hit?
Basically, any goblin that's closest to me in
All right.
range.
So
How many
with
goblins
that,
do we see again?
in total, you see 3 on the cart, a driver, the 2 that held onto the egg, and there are others that are scattering that were coming out of the cave. Other hunters and such, which were a total of 4. So with that, those goblins are about 140 feet because they are exiting the cave and running away. The cart itself, however, was closest to y'all. These other goblins have now started to run in the opposite direction. So now there is a cart that is primarily within range of most of you. And that cart has a total of 4 goblins. 1 driver, 2 riders, and 1 that is trying to hop on that escaped from you.
Mm-hmm.
So, Lit, roll to hit.
I kind of want to hit the rider, the one.
The driver?
Yeah, the driver of the cart.
Okay. Roll to hit for me, please.
All right, please. I swear.
And I'll mention to my compatriots that I'm gonna hang back and keep my distance because I'm feeling pretty.
Okay, so total is 22.
A 22 does hit. Please roll for damage. As you can see these goblins, you can see that these goblins have a lot more armor on them, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that these goblins have pelts on them. You can see there's leather straps and some bandoliers. Others have javelins on their backs, and one of which seems to have some kind of iconography on its helm.
Okay.
Oh no.
Damn. Total damage was 4.
So with that 4 damage, you kind of do the same action as before, kind of winding up your shot, throwing this arc of energy as if it were a baseball. Like after you've thrown it, your back leg is lifted up, you're balancing on one foot. You are able to arc it, and it does hit the goblin driver, but it does connect on his back. But it looks like his furs and leather patch armor catches the worst of it. However, you can see a black singe mark on it. All right, so Sam, you wanted to hit as well?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, roll for it.
I'm aiming for the driver.
Absolutely.
Does a 12 hit?
A 12 sadly does not hit.
Darn it.
You, however, are able to shoot your arrow. You kind of level your balance and gaze, whip the arrow. It again is a whisper through the wind and lands in the back of the seat, just behind the goblin driver. So it kind of hits like the back of the cart, like a foot away from where the goblin himself is.
Mm-hmm.
You missed it by not that much. So you got pretty close to shooting him. And now these other goblins are hooting, hollering, and whipping this wolf to get it in gear. And now these goblins have escaped with with an owlbear egg. You can, however, advance one more and try one more time.
Yes.
All right. This one will, however, be at disadvantage. So, Lit and Sam, please roll again at disadvantage for whatever range attacks you so choose.
How far away are they now?
At this point, they are now booking it at. They were at 100, so now they are at 140 because of this wolf.
So...
Is 140 still within your range?
Yes.
All right.
So, still disadvantage or no?
No, with it being out, I imagined it was out of your range. So you can still hit at regular. Lit, I do know, however, your Eldritch Blast will not reach that far.
Okay, let's go. Here we go.
What are you shooting at? You shooting at the egg?
No, we want to keep the egg.
If you roll a natural 1, you just might hit it.
I'm aiming
So
for the
be
driver.
careful where you. Fair enough.
But you go first or me?
You go first because you are in range.
Yeah, he can't.
No.
A 9 does not hit.
Ah,
Oh, we tried our bestest.
All right. So as this goblin cart is rushing away, you have aimed ahead of this cart, trying to lead it on, but you kind of go across the nose of the goblin driver. He recoils his head back and then just kind of looks back, and you don't hear it, but you can see one of his arms raised in a fist, and he's shaking his fist at you, and you can't hear it, but he is really flapping his mouth at you. But he's at a distance where you just cannot hear it.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, Lit, you may roll at disadvantage to hit.
okay. So where would disadvantage be on here again?
Just roll
Just
twice.
means you roll twice and take the lower of the two.
Okay, so just all right. So roll Bob. Which dice again? I'm sorry.
That would just be a D20 to hit. D20 is your best friend in D&D because it
Okay.
does almost everything.
So
So roll twice. Tell me what you got for each, and
Okay.
the lower of the two is the one I will take.
okay, so first one 5.
Okay. And the second one?
Oh no, damn it! I didn't mean that. Let's see. Second one is 10.
So with both of those, 5 is the lesser, so at disadvantage of a 5 and 10, the 5 will be taken. The 5 does not hit. You are
Damn.
able to fling a ball of energy, being your Eldritch Blast. It flings and arcs off of your finger, but it falls short and lands in the ground before it could land and hit the goblins themselves. So the goblins have, for the most part, eluded you. They have
Damn.
taken away the owlbear egg.
What happened to the rest of them? Where'd they go? The ones
The
from the
other
cave?
ones are on foot, but are running in the opposite direction.
hold on.
Opposite of the cart?
Opposite of the cart, so they're basically running away from you. The cart is running away from you at an angle.
Guys,
Yes.
can you check the D&D chat real quick? That's what D&D Beyond says for the weapon.
Oh, yeah, you can still try and shoot them,
Yes.
but at
320?
disadvantage. You'll get one more shot
Cool.
before they before they leave the trees
Okay, cool.
or get into the cover of the trees.
Haha.
19 and 19. You again wish to hit the driver?
Yes.
All right, so roll to hit, or rather, roll for damage. That'll be 9 damage. As you take your aim, breathe in, and focus, you hear nothing. Not the chirps of the birds, not the wind rustling through the trees. You are focused on this arrow.
Mhm.
You pull your arrow back. You launch this arrow. Again, you hear a whiff from the feather leaving the arrow. You can feel, rather than hear, the twang of the bow. The arrow arcs through the sky, and it is able to land square in the back, landing in the direct center bullseye of the black mark that Lit had left with his previous Eldritch Blast. And you are able to see that the arrow has collided, but at this distance, it's hard to see what happened. So you have hit this goblin. He looks slightly slouched, but aside from that, you can't tell whether he has lived or died.
Is the cart still going?
The cart is still moving.
Darn it.
Yeah, the wolf's gonna just keep booking it.
Should
All
aim
right.
for the wolf.
So with that, y'all have been robbed of your potential pet, it looks like.
Damn.
Well, we still have Tifuses.
All right, the monster in the jar.
Thank the Lord.
Oh, so Lit, to explain the monster in the jar, I think you were here earlier, but there was, in the upper story of this hunter's cabin, there was a desk that had a list of orders on it. Also on this desk were other papers and books, but there also was this this jar filled with a cloudy liquid, but upon inspection, there was something floating in that jar. Inside that jar was a small monster that was just a kind of ball of flesh, teeth all over and bone protrusions, and one set of beady eyes.
Important detail. Is it submersed in liquid?
It is submersed in liquid.
Okay.
The liquid itself is cloudy in texture, but the liquid itself is kind of like a grayish whitish.
Also, we know that it's been left here for at least half a year.
Bare minimum upon guess.
If not 2 or 3 years. So 2 or 3.5 years. So there's no date on the document, but the orders were given out about 6 months prior to our current time, month-wise. We know our current month and the month they were given, but we don't know the year they were given. So it could be last year, it could be 5 years ago. And somehow this little monster has survived.
Okay. So with that, is there anything else the party wishes to do? As we are 1 hour and 30 minutes in, did anyone want to take any small break or any bathroom break, snack break, anything like that?
I do.
I would be good with that, yeah.
That break would be nice.
Absolutely. So, if I may ask before we leave, how'd we like the fight?
No, it's cool.
I don't like that they stole the egg.
No. I don't
It
So
would have been
far-
better if I knew how to play my character. If I
So
could,
far-
I could cut the
must
arrows.
die.
Like for me, like
Absolutely.
I actually feel better since my butt didn't get kicked a lot this time.
Yeah, and you actually
Sorry.
managed to hit your rolls this time.
Who's at one health?
I'm sorry?
Who's at one health?
Me, but we can take a short rest, assuming nothing crazy happens. and we can
How about
roll right.
we just take a short rest, and during our
Ye-
rest, we'll take the break.
Or because I get all my key points back at a short rest. I think I'm the worst on HP, right? Is anyone else really rough?
I'm at 8.
I think
How
I'm.
many
see,
hit
I
dice
think,
do you have left?
Hmm?
How many hit dice do you have left?
I don't. We took one short rest earlier, and it's however many hit dice per level, right?
I believe so, as well as per class.
I think I got a -8 on mine because I think was it the boomerang that hit me?
I think the boomerang hit you once or twice, and then you got hit
Right.
with an arrow once or twice.
I believe
Did you
I
update
have
your?
2 hit dice left.
Mm.
So you can spend those hit dice and get whatever health you want out of those. But
First-
anything outside of those hit dice, y'all can certainly heal and do all that. But at the moment, let's break for 5 to 10 minutes.
Go wins.
All
Okay.
right.
BRB.
Mm-hmm.
BRB to the D&D. With currently no B&B in sight.
Oh dear.
You're quite the MC, my dude.
I don't know acronyms anymore.
Master of ceremonies.
Oh, okay. Wouldn't that be MOC?
No.
No.
Fair
It-
enough, because
most of
MC
the time-
is typically Minecraft. They typically get rid of the ev, the of. I said ev like a British person. Ew.
I mean, masterclass. Like the program.
All right, I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be back.
Okay. So we are still streaming. Looks we had a couple people watching. Haven't had a lot. A lot of people seem to be watching after the fact. Cause let's see, the most we had watching last week was I want to say 8 people at once.
Okay.
But we have 92 views on it.
That's good. I feel like the more we do these, I think the more it grows, or is usually how that works out.
Hopefully.
Okay, I'm gonna get some food. I need food.
Okay. Is anyone else still here? I guess not. Is anyone in the live chat? Anyone? Anyone at all? Guess not.
Oi, bruv, you there?
I'm here.
The other bruv.
Mhm.
The blood brother.
Yep. He's still away for a moment.
Yeah, that if I played my character better,
Hmm.
that what's it called? Deflect missiles, that is super powerful. It doesn't require any key points or nothing. It just I get my reaction whenever I'm shot at
Mm-hmm.
by a missile, as I get to deflect or catch it and reduce the damage by 1d10 plus 6,
Cool.
which is an average of 11.
Mm-hmm.
And and that's the most important part. But if you reduce the damage to 0 with that, and you have a free hand, like to catch it, instead of just deflecting it, you can throw it back immediately during that reaction.
Cool.
But that costs a key point. That's where the cost comes in.
Mm-hmm.
If I did that, I might not have gotten decimated as badly.
Well, we also have a. So, I just found this. I've seen it before, but I still think it's funny.
Mhm.
I feel like it fits our group for just learning how to play with some of us. Being 18 to 25 is like playing a video game where you've skipped the tutorial and you're just sort of running about with no idea how anything works.
Oh, this you posted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but just in case anyone's watching and want to hear it. Being 25 to 30 is like later on in the game when you figured out how things work, but have made poor leveling decisions along the way and now are horribly underpowered for what you're supposed to be doing. Fighting an owlbear at level 3. A little bit of a harder task. Being 30 to 35 is coming up to the conclusion that if wildly swinging a sword at random while screaming has gotten you this far, may as well keep at it. Well, oh, we actually have someone watching. So just to let you know, we are in a slight break for about 5 minutes, and then we'll get right back to the game. Little surprise, someone's actually watching. Eee. So how are you, Zargus? Yeah. Zar?
Oh, me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing good. Pretty good fight. Pretty good descriptions. Not the best role playing, but hopefully I'll be okay in the oncoming times ahead. I'm surprised I got so badly damaged the first time out by a bunch of goblins, no less.
Yeah. But we are only level 3.
That is true.
Let's see. Trying to think. So, how do you feel about your first combat overall, though, with this group?
It was good. Everybody is in voice chat, so that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I wish I read that thing earlier where I could deflect missiles. That's very powerful.
Yeah. So, is that with any projectile or just missiles?
So I think they're using the term missile as any projectile. I don't know if there's a specific definition for missile in D&D.
Well,
Like arrows and such those would be included.
Well, it depends on missile because missile can. There's such a thing called magic missile.
I think it has to be like a physical. Let me research it. But that's important. I would expect that wouldn't count because it's magical.
Well,
This is more like physical, actual. It's not a physical. It's just I'm super fast. I'm like a ninja, and I just catch it in midair, sort of thing. It's not a. I do some special magical thing to deflect magical missiles.
you're fine. It's better to know your abilities inside and out ahead of time so you don't have to worry about Wait, what does that do in the middle of battle?
That's true. I'll Google it.
Mm-hmm. So, for a viewer, question, what's your favorite class? Since this is a D&D stream, do you like doing rogue, doing a monk, cleric, barbarian, fighter? And what's your favorite subclass?
Hello, I'm back.
Welcome back.
All right.
Who cares? You just ride along.
And we still have Lit and Saigon.
For the moment.
Kick him off, honestly. He's a real drag.
Oh dear.
This what is it? What is his name? Gaz or whatever? Yeah.
Okay. Now I know who I'm giving the cursed items to.
Well, I have that recorded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was recorded on top of the fact that
Double recorded. I'm gonna roll that. As soon as I die, I'm gonna have a compilation of all the times you were like, I'm gonna murder this person. Like, oh,
Yep.
he had it out for me. Look,
Yep.
I played everything right. It's all his fault.
Yep.
Well, you two are siblings.
Hello.
Hello again.
Hi, Sai.
And now we're just waiting on Lit.
I'm the wiser, stronger, smarter elder, as you might imagine.
Should I enter that item while we're waiting then?
Probably.
Yes. So let's go ahead and get that done.
So I have a boomerang that I've already added and started to modify.
Yes. I was actually in the process before we started playing of physically making this item in D&D Beyond. So that way you're actually able to add it directly into your inventory. But I had to stop to start the game. Let me restart doing that. It shouldn't take me more than 5 minutes. And that's probably going to be the time when Lit gets back, knowing him.
Mm-hmm.
How many boomerangs do you have now?
I have 3 now.
That's good, because, who knows?
You can
Somebody
never
could
have
catch it. Somebody could miss and fly away. Who knows?
Well, with this one, I kind of only need the one. I don't know if anyone's... You said it had teeth on it?
It had beast teeth in it.
Had or has?
Has beast teeth in it. Those are the jagged protrusion.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's really going to want to catch that.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. But
They certainly may try.
They're probably not very heavy, right? So carrying 3 is not like it's gonna be taxing.
You in scene from Mad Max.
You need double boomerang? Like throw 2 at once?
No, they don't have the light classification.
They are originally designed to break the neck of a kangaroo by the Aborigines.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they actually had practical use versus just something to throw and not forget. If you did forget it, well, God help you.
Yeah, for 2 weapon fighting, it says that they both have to have the light classification. Unfortunately, the boomerang doesn't have the light classification.
Oi, bro, can I post a picture of not the entire map, but from the north mountain range north of us, and pretty much the entire map? Can I post a picture of that in the chat room? No.
Sure, I suppose.
Do we know the entire area?
I'd have actually wished that was in the chat so I could see it when it wasn't on screen.
I can
give you what all you do see, and put that in the Discord. Otherwise, this turtle has been places, so he can add to your knowledge. So that can be done through interaction versus just straight up.
I'm gonna send you I'm gonna DM you this, and then you can approve it. I cut it down a little bit. It's for coolness' sake. See with the mountain, as far as the mountain range goes.
So.
Oh yeah, all this area within that mountain range, y'all know about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll post it then.
So yeah, go ahead and post that in the Discord one.
So, just for everyone who doesn't know, So we entered the cave last time. Managed to come out through this little hunting lodge. Over here at the river/lake is where we met Zargamesh. And then we chased the goblins all the way back down to the cave where they stole the owlbear egg. Now, looking at our map, we do know that there is a little mine shaft further down the cliffside. It's possible that that's where the goblins went if they are heading towards the if they were trying to get away, especially if they were going south. Which direction were they going?
They were indeed headed south.
So we may want to go that way if we want to chase the goblins, because that may be where their hideaway is.
Even with all the health you have, it is approaching. It's about like 6, 7 o'clock, so the sun is setting.
Is everyone back?
We're waiting
Sorry?
on it still.
Oh, sorry. I thought my mic. I thought I was unmuted.
Okay, so like, how much do we really care about this owlbear egg? I know it's one of those things that can come back and bite us later, but also might not.
Well, I can see one of 3 things happening. 1, the owlbear egg gets broken because I may or may not have killed the driver and the cart crashes or just keeps going. 2, the egg hatches because we have no idea how long it was or how far along it was. 3, the goblins get back to the cave and cook it up.
Yeah, if y'all aren't particularly emotionally attached and obsessed with this egg, I don't see any reason why you can't let it go.
I say it should be Crimson's choice because you were the one that wanted it in the first place.
That is true. She was the one who advocated for its removal from this.
Well, my thought process is also we could exterminate the goblins and get rid of another potential issue for the local town. And technically we were told to take care of the owlbear, and taking care of the owlbear means everything associated with it, including its egg, so... And we were sort of paid for it.
Oh, by take care, you mean kill? We have to destroy the egg?
Well, they said take care. We can interpret that however needed. The job was to find the owlbear, figure out if the village was in its territory, if the village was potentially in danger due to the owlbear, take care of the owlbear in the situation. We've taken care of the mama. We haven't taken, in one sense, we haven't taken care of the egg, and I don't know about y'all, but the goblins could cause issues too. They've already kidnapped another group of goblins further down, already kidnapped 2 girls, if y'all remember.
Well, seeing as I just joined the party and you guys seem to be off on some grand thing, I'm just gonna go along with what y'all want to do.
I'm fine with getting the egg back. I mean, we did just kind of kill the driver, maybe not.
I mean, we either kill more goblins and get back an egg, or we find out the egg's been smashed and unrecoverable and kill more goblins. Either way, we're helping the town.
I could go for some revenge. Those guys really put a hurting on me.
Okay.
All right then. So with that, the sun is
Sorry to
beginning
interrupt.
set
I'm gonna
in the
punch
sky.
myself.
What?
I'm gonna punch myself with a hand of healing.
Ah, okay.
It gives me.
That makes slightly more sense.
I'm going to selfishly punch myself with a hand of healing.
Yeah, it's a good
What-
touch nonetheless. All right.
And that will cost me 1 key, and I'm gonna roll that now. Oh yeah. Yes. Absolutely. What a great punch. I
Okay.
beat my hands upon my chest as I heal myself.
Okay.
And just so y'all know, I can do that. I get 3 key every short rest,
Mhm.
and that cost me 1 key.
Okay.
And I can do that to other people too.
Okay. Question. When you do it to another person, because if you punch them to do it, do you have to roll damage and hope that your healing outdoes the damage?
No. It's more like a pat on the back sort of thing.
Okay.
Or I just infuse you with knowledge and wisdom and heal you by punching you. I don't know.
Okay.
Ooh, nice background.
So, with it being so late in the day, do we want to track them and then set up camp? Or do we want to set up camp and then track them?
You can make it back to the village and report on your progress, if you so choose.
I don't see any reason why we want to use, chase them as fast as we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to predict the weather.
All right. So with these tracks in the ground, there are one set of wagon tracks. Other tracks currently are not visible without any other checks in them. Excuse me. So with these wagon tracks, you are able to see that they point in the direction southwest-ish.
Mm-hmm.
On this map, you are on this one. You saw them leave from the base of the cave, going either south, southwest-ish, or in some direction away from the cave.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, you can see it's going in that general direction. But outside of that, there's not much other detail you can grasp from the situation.
And we see the wagon tracks.
The wagon tracks are visible. These are the ones going south-southwest-ish.
Shall we follow the wagon tracks? Because that's the one with the egg.
Yep.
I asked to my compatriots.
Yeah.
I agree. Let's follow the wagon tracks.
Indeed.
And I would very much like to try and predict the weather
For tomorrow?
for tonight.
For tonight? For tonight. Okay. Go ahead.
As
and
what
try
I
it.
can see with the... Now, would that be a nature check?
That would.
Or would it be a...
Nature check.
Okay. Thought I was proficient in nature. I guess not.
So what do you get?
It would have been worse. It was almost a 1.
All right. From what you can tell of the sky itself is in a lovely shade of pinkish orange hue, where there are some clouds that dot the sky, but ultimately it is a very nice sunset so far. There is still an hour or two of light left in the sky before it goes dark.
Mm-hmm.
So, with
Enlightenment.
that, I get that. All right. So with that, now, with the weather going forward, you can tell that it's mostly going to be a clear night sky, as the clouds aren't very many, but they are mostly sporadic. And it's likely meant to be a cool night with some clouds.
Cool beans. And I'm going to ask who wants to lead the way in the marching order.
I guess I can. Typically, you have a fighter leading the way, or someone who's
someone-
good at tracking.
Tracking.
Tracking would either be survival or nature, I believe.
I have a +4 in survival, and I'm proficient. So if that would be useful, I can go straight ahead. I'm also pretty perceptive, so that might be useful. Sure.
Sure, you can go first.
I'll walk on. And first thing. And if I'm going to be intent on tracking. I'm going to try my best. That's what I'm going to be focused on.
Okay.
Okay.
So with that, you are currently tracking the cart, and Zargus, you're just tracking the cart?
Yep.
All right, so you're just kind of looking at the ground doing that.
And if I can't find the cart tracks, I'm going to try to find other track.
All right, then.
Like the wolf. I don't know, the wolf, right?
All right, so that
Who's gonna I hate to be pedantic. Who's gonna round up the rear? Anybody in particular want to be?
I figured marching order would probably be Zara first, then me. Lit or Sai, who wants to be at the very back?
I'll go at the back.
Okay. So
That's Lit, right?
No, that's
No,
Sai.
Oh, dude.
So it's gonna go Zar. Oh, funny thing is, it's actually the order of our names on the Roll20.
Coincidence? I think not.
I think. Oh yeah, it is.
It was fate, predetermined. Cool.
Lit.
So let's try our best to track this thing down.
Okay. So
And how many?
with
You said
that,
2 hours of light left, or one?
There is up to 2 hours of light left, potentially. Okay. So with that, the tracking, I do believe, will just be another nature check for me, please.
Of course. Not a survival.
I would not say survival, no.
Wish me luck, y'all.
Okay.
And that was
11. Sorry.
an 11. You are able to see for like the first 30 minutes following these tracks, they are fairly defined, but after the first 30 minutes, the tracks seem to elude you.
I guess I'll mention that to my companions and be like, I'm losing this. Does anyone else think they have a better aptitude for tracking than myself? And then out of
And you
character,
said
I'll
we're
say,
doing nature checks?
Yes.
who has a better nature? Nature.
I have
Two.
+2.
Oh, I'm trying to. Where would that be exactly?
It's gonna be your skill section.
It's about the middle of it.
List of acrobatics, animal handling.
Oh, I see it. Nature, +2.
Any of y'all would be just as good.
We're all super mediocre at this.
We can all look.
While they try to look, I'm going to, Mr. Your Honor, I'm going to forage for some herbs along the path.
Mr. Your Honor. Okay.
Herbs particularly for medicine or anything edible along the path as we're walking.
Now that, looking for herbs, will be a survival check in that sense.
Okay. That's a 10 on the survival check.
All right. With that, you do manage to find some basil, but outside of other medicinal herbs, none.
Okay. And my companions who are trying to track this fool.
16 on the tracking.
Okay. So with these tracks, you're able to see a faint groove in a path going in a direction continuing down south, or southwards at least. And with that, you're able to get a vague direction, but you're not able to see directly where it is or where it's gone. Okay. So, with that,
Is it dark already?
it is now beginning at this point to be the sun is directly starting to set and it's starting to get dark. Would you like to set up camp?
Probably a good idea.
You don't think we should, or should we defy the DM's intentions and go off and get lost or whatnot.
I mean, where approximately are we on the map?
Where do we think we
Approximately
are?
on the map, y'all would be
We're just heading south-southwest.
out this area here.
Okay. We know that there's a cave. What's it called over here? A mine shaft. There's two places the goblins could be. Either the cave really far down, or the mine shaft.
Wait, how did we know there was a mine shaft?
There's a map. This
pull
thing
out
that
a
you're
map.
looking at,
Like we physically have a map.
Yeah,
Okay.
I pull out a physical map.
Okie dokie.
And I, so do we want to try going to that mine shaft?
Whatever y'all think is best.
Okay, quick question. Who here is able to see in the dark?
I think. Wait, hold on. I think I can wait.
Well,
How do I
you, I
tell?
figure, would emit light, at least low light.
Where would that be? What, dark, whatever?
Dark vision.
I don't think I have that.
It would be a racial trait.
Yeah, nope. The first time I've... Like, most have it. In these, I think, in 5th edition.
It would be under the second box that says passive wisdom, passive intelligence, passive wisdom for perception, investigation, insight. And then it says
Additional
dark
sense
vision, so many feet if you have it.
Nope.
And under that it says senses.
Does anyone else have dark vision?
Wait, am I clicking on like the 3 at the side and then it's just a list?
It's all underneath your strength your ability modifiers or whatever they're called. Your saving
throws. It's underneath your saving throws.
Or all the passive wisdom, intelligence, that stuff. If it's not there, then you don't have it.
Yeah, if it's not there, you don't have it.
Yeah, no.
Do you have?
Oh, you're talking about the additional senses type area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Okay.
All right, so upon further research, yeah, these tracking things are indeed survival checks. My bad.
I forgive you.
Okay.
Oh,
Well.
so can I roll again for survival? Sure.
I would say no.
Okay.
But you may do so at disadvantage if you really want to. Because these tracks are now kind of faded.
I'm going to take one last look, in dismay, discouraged, not thinking I'll find anything just before I head off with my teammates to presumably set up camp. I will make my last roll. There we go.
And then one more.
Yeah. Nope. Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
No.
Yeah. It came out as expected.
Mm-hmm.
What you could look around and try and find, you don't see anything else that alludes to which way they went.
Y'all want to set up camp, or what y'all want to
You
do?
still have the general direction of where they went, but you don't see directly how they went going in that way.
So, do we want to go to the mine shaft, or do we want to set up camp here? And then the other question again. This is, I think, mixture of Lit, your character, and GM. Does Lit give off torchlight?
Dim light.
Dim light. Okay.
Up to
Not
a
enough
range
to
of
buy?
about 20 feet, I would say.
Okay.
Like that's if we were in pitch black cavern, there would be dim light 20 feet around him.
Yeah, approximate.
Okay, and after that, it's just pitch black.
After this, it would be darkness.
Basically like a torch. Okay.
I would think so. I just don't know the specific things of the torch.
Once
I'd
he's
look that
wrapped
up.
up in his, what about when he's wrapped up in his sleeping bag?
If he's wrapped up in his sleeping bag, his bag covers the light, so it would not show.
Fantastic.
Hey,
That's if his head was underneath covers.
question.
Torches the 20-foot radius with the bright and an additional 20.
My point is, like,
detail.
if you wanted to be sneaky or not be detected, might be something to think about sometimes.
Yep.
Hey, Lit.
Yep.
Character schematics. Are you able to dim your own light or no?
One moment. Let me.
What
Yeah.
race? Fire Genasi?
Yeah.
I think they might be able to.
I would say yes.
And
I mean, personally, I would say yes on that.
okay, cool.
Because the giving off light is purely just flavor at the moment as well, so.
Other question: do you give
Uh-huh.
off heat?
He can naturally produce flame, but his body,
Mm-hmm.
I would say he's warm to the touch. But
Yeah.
radiant, I would not say so.
Okay.
Maybe slightly more body heat than the average person,
Okay.
constantly running a fever.
Okay. So then let's go ahead and set up a camp, or we can go to the mine shaft. Who wants what?
Oh, Lit has dark vision. He definitely does have dark vision, being Fire Genasi.
Mm-hmm. So like.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was the question?
Oh. What?
You have.
Oh, my dark. I just realized my dark vision is 60 feet.
Okay. So you have dark vision.
Hmm.
We basically have a everlasting torch. So we will be able to see at least somewhat. Anyone opposed to us going ahead and heading to the cavern, or do we want a long rest, get everything back, and then go with guns blazing?
I mean, if we're worried about them eating it,
We could also, yeah.
waiting's not exactly the greatest idea.
We could short rest for like an hour, and then leave, or we could just go out in the night trying to find our way there.
We have a map. We have an approximate idea of where we are. We should be able to make our way to the mine shaft.
What do you think, Si? Then
We could push on.
Yeah.
Push on? Okay.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah, that's it.
wait, I'm looking through your crap. You have Healing Light, a 46 healing pool that resets when you finish a long rest. As a bonus action, you can heal one creature you can see within 60 feet. Spending dice from the pool, which you have 4 charges of, and you can do 3d6 of them at once. So you can do 3 out of 4 at once, or just 1d6 each time. But you can heal others.
Because he's a Fire Genasi?
Not because of the Fire Genasi, it's because of what he has as like a patron, I think. But at any rate, y'all are free to choose as you so choose.
I think they said they wanted to push on.
Push on? And that is a vote from...
I voted push.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Okay. So with that, do some survival checks, because the survival tracking of things is actually survival. That's my bad. So go ahead and do another survival check for me, please, to try and track these goblins.
Okay. So I guess each of us will
14.
do one.
Yes.
We're all trying our best.
Survival.
I got a natural one.
We're.
I can see that.
Hmm.
Do y'all hear crunching when I chew on these?
No.
Yes, it's so loud it hurts my ears.
Okay, so for survival for me, it is a total of 17.
All right. So with that lit, as you produce some light, you are able to shine light on the situation, and you're able to see where these tracks vaguely go. You can see that they then begin to turn leftish, and head towards the mountain ranges. So with that, you can kind of guess that these tracks go to the left.
Okay.
But
All right,
All
Let's
right.
get there.
let's go left.
Okay.
are we putting two and two together and correlating this direction with the mine shaft on the map?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm.
It looks to be in correlation with the map as you are heading towards the World Spine, the giant mountain range that is currently housing this cave, or rather this mine shaft. So with that,
I'm going to suggest to my compatriots that if we, as soon as when we get close, like when we start to see, if we start to see the mine shaft, that we try to be super sneaky.
sneaky.
Sneakity snake.
Very, yep, snookity snock. Slippery as soap.
Okay.
You continue on, stepping carefully through the darkness of the woods, I presume.
Right. So with that, you are able to continue along this path. Roll a perception check for me, please. Person
Who?
in front, that will be lit.
Perception check.
Yeah, perception check for me, please.
All right, and rolling.
What does it mean to be proficient in?
Oh,
skill?
that's no.
And that is-
Total 3.
Okay, noted. So as you continue on further, you don't see that anything is really going on around you. You see that the trees are kind of rustling in the wind a little bit, and you can hear a bird or two chirping, but their bird is chirping behind you, and you're going closer and closer to this mountain range. So with this, you just continue along the path. All right. Let me move a few things around back over here, and I can be right with you in just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So y'all did the short rest earlier, correct?
We do.
After that was the break from that we had.
Yes.
wanna-
Yep.
We did a short rest then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Retconned.
Oh, I
retconned
didn't.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll that for me, please.
The hit dice, you mean?
The hit dice for that short rest that you were doing.
Where do I do that again?
It says at the very top, beyond 20, share, short rest, long rest, campaign.
Oh, I was scrolled down.
Wait. Where?
The very, very top near the same in the dark area by where it says your character name.
I see.
Okay.
Roll two of them sweet things.
So I'm just getting something done behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And when you go to when you click on the short rest, the right under where it says your class name, those boxes indicate how many you've used, right?
How many
Yes.
dice you've used? Yes.
Okay. Do I have to click the take short rest button? Will it automatically apply the?
No, you have to confirm. You have to hit the button, confirm that you hit it, and then it'll be okay.
But make sure to check how many dice you're using.
Does it automatically apply to HP?
It should,
Okay.
I believe.
There's a
I don't
box
understand the dice thing.
So each of those little squares are how many dice you're able to use. You have approximately 1 dice of your HP dice per level. You may have an extra 1 or 2 depending on your class. And you can use all 3 in one short rest, or you can use them sparingly. If you're not sure, you'll get. It's just a way to your choice, but you only have 3 per day, or per long rest. Or how? Does that make sense?
Yeah, sorry. I wasn't sure if I automatically applied it.
Yeah, once we level up, we'll get another one. Or depending on your class, you may get 2 more. So.
Okay. So I am now ready for y'all. All right. So with that perception check that was missed, y'all have now seen, or at least now you can hear rustling in the bushes nearby as you are following these tracks. All right. Can I have Sam? Can I have you in particular roll another perception check? You're trying to hear something.
Okay. 17?
A 17 will work. All right. So with that, you can begin to hear that there is rustling in the bushes around you, and you can hear an odd sound of it's hard to describe, really. You hear something churning, or rather, a kind of like almost dull thunder. You look around and you look up to your left, and you can see that there is a massive log being rolled down the hill towards your current position. Can I have Lit, Zargish, and Sam? Can I have you make a DC save of 12?
Hold on. Is
A-
this acrobatics, dex? What is this?
This is a dex save.
Okay.
You are currently in the middle of an ambush.
Dex save.
So let me get this ambience out of the way.
Do I need to roll?
Not you. You are out of the way of this.
Okay.
Let's put on some James Bond music.
Oh, I found it. Okay, so Bob. And the total for mine is 17.
Okay, we all made it.
All right. So you are able to see this log come down, and you are able to jump over it as it comes and sweeps under you. And Zargish is actually able to leap forward to get out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, y'all have now missed this log coming and sweeping you out from under your feet, unlike your last Saturday night date. So, with that,
Okay.
the combat music. Okay, skip. Yeah, so that would be force skip. All right, now you find yourselves here. All right, with that, this log has now moved and it is now over here. It has rolled past you and is now propped itself up against a tree over here. You can see that there are goblins in the tree, and there are some that are now charging towards you. Roll for initiative, kindly.
You said the red thing is the log?
The red little bar thing is the log. I couldn't find a picture that looked good.
22.
Okay.
23.
All right.
Natural 20.
Zargish is 11.
And Lit.
Where would initiative be again?
Initiative is right by your armor class.
Oh, okay, I see it. All
Just
right.
underneath or just to the left of that shield on your.
And total will be. Hold on, still. Total 22.
All right, so it was a 21 for Sam, was it?
22. So he rolled the higher, so he gets to go first.
So, can you tell me
Is there a way to?
Go ahead.
Is there a
Zargus?
way to display like the initiative on the screen? I remember using Roll20 before. Our DM was able to like in the top left or something put like in order all of the stuff.
I'm pretty sure there is. I can make like a text box and put it there for you.
I'm just curious if there's some like convenient little thing I had to click and I could see it all. If not, that's
Nope.
not a big deal. Just wondering.
I'm just getting what you have, writing it down on a notepad on the program notepad, and then writing in who has what order and all that. So there was Sam. What was yours?
Mine was 22, but so was Lit, and Lit rolled the higher number.
Okay. So that would be Lit, then Sam.
Mhm.
Okay, so Lit, Sam, and Sai. What was yours again?
23.
Okay, so that would be. All right. And Zargish, yours was 11, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so with that, it is first the goblins' turn. They have the opportunity to attack. So with that, these archers are going to be hailing down arrows, one of which will be going to Zarkish, another will be trying to go to Lit, and the last and third one will be going to you, Sam. So with that, it will be a... Nope. Uh-huh.
First one doesn't hit me.
And uh-huh. So the first one does not hit you, the turtle. The second one does... Wait. Yeah. Your AC was 14. So yeah, that does hit you, Lit. And the last one
Damn.
was an 18, so that will hit Sam or Crimson.
Okay.
It was a 14 plus 4. So with that, that will be T6s. Huh? Uh-huh. And can I have Sam, you can take 3 damage. Lit, you will take 5.
Okay.
All right. And now you will see these goblins are now fast approaching. Once again, these are 5-foot squares.
Mm-hmm.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay.
Question.
This one, yes.
The archers, can we see them? Or are they hidden?
If they're on the map, we can see them, right?
These ones you can see. This one is hiding in a tree.
Don't put it on the map if we can't see it.
Well, there's only one way I can do that. So let me do that then.
Everyone
All right.
blink and forget.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that, you're able to see the 2 archers on the hill up to your left that have previously rolled a log down to get you. All right. So now, after the goblins, it goes first to Sai.
Okay. So I'm just going to move. Hold on. Sorry.
And Sam, do remember you still have
Yeah.
that custom weapon.
I know.
All right. So, what do you want to do?
I was gonna ask if I can throw that boomerang that I don't technically have the stats for yet, but I don't know how
Yeah, it's a +2 boomerang, so roll the
Okay.
boomerang
I
and
can.
add 2 to whatever you get to hit, and it'll also be +2 for damage, but it's slashing damage, and it will return to you even upon hit or miss. And +1 to beasts. I just need to properly create it. But you could just add a boomerang, add those stats in, and that'll be a placeholder for now. Because the beast stat doesn't come in just yet, or it won't be applicable until later.
18.
An 18 to hit does hit, and you're trying to hit one of these guys?
The one on the lower part, yeah.
All right, so you throw this boomerang, roll for damage.
3.
3 damage. All right. So you throw this boomerang, it whips and zigs through the air, and it's able to get the shoulder of this archer goblin. It doesn't kill him outright. Oh, hold on. Okay, so next up, it will be Lit. What do you want to do?
Well then, I would like to just straight up Eldritch Blast the goblin in front of me.
All right, because that is a ranged attack, even though it is magic, it is, however, still a ranged magic attack. So that will incur disadvantage because he is right in front of you, within 5 feet. So you could also melee him.
Yeah, I should, man. Why not? Where would that be? Oh, there you are. I got my dagger.
Yeah, I see that you have daggers. Let me look else in your inventory. Yeah, you got daggers.
Okay. I'll try dagger this time.
All right, roll to hit, and then tell me what damage you get, if you do.
Okay, total for hit, it is 17.
Okay, 17 does hit. Roll for damage.
Oh, please be a big one. It is total of 5.
5 damage does kill, as well as the 18 does hit, or whatever you rolled did hit. What did you roll again? I'm sorry.
For which one?
To hit.
To hit, it was total 17.
All right, so yeah, that one definitely did hit. And for stabbing this goblin, you are able to plant this dagger in its chest with both hands, pressing it in, and that is a dead goblin. Okay,
One pincushion right out there.
so with that, did you want to do anything else? Because you still have movement.
I would like to maybe, let's see, kind of move up somewhere around, wait, hold on, maybe somewhere around here.
Okay.
So just bop.
Okay. Anything else you want to do?
Okay, so I did move up. I'm turning around, so that way I'm looking at those two goblins on side to side.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So yeah.
All right, then. So, is that everything?
Can I do one more attack?
No, you cannot.
No. Okay. Never mind. I'll wait.
The attack does count as an action. Almost everyone gets one action unless they are able to do otherwise because of abilities, feats, and/or classes.
Okay.
but-
Got it.
Just about everyone has the one attack or one action. So you still have a bonus action, actually, and I do believe, if I may give a hint for the new player, you do have the ability to do a healing light as a bonus action. So for a 4d6, a 1d6 or up to 3 in one go, you can roll a d6 and heal an ally within 60 feet that you can see, if anyone does need it.
Okay. So, anyone need a healing?
save it for if we get really bad, please.
Got it.
All right, then. So, after that, I do believe it goes to Sai. Or, wait, no, hold on.
Oh,
No,
how
I'm
does that
sorry,
work?
it goes to Sam. It goes to Sam. I'm sorry.
Does he have a certain amount of dice that he gets back every short rest or every long rest? How does that work for him?
For him, it's basically he has 4 charges. He gets them back on a long rest. He can spend a bonus action to spend up to 3 of those slots, being D6, and the D6 to a creature he can see within 60 feet can get healed for 1d6.
Cool. And he's got 4 of those now.
He's got 4 of those. They're empty, so they're
Empty?
unused.
Okay, that's what you mean.
All right.
I'm going to attack. I'm going to use my sword and whip form and attack the goblin. This one.
Okay. So, roll to hit for me, please.
What's the range on that whip? 20?
15.
Whoa. What's that? Who's the guy in Castlevania?
Simon Belmont.
Yeah, you're a Belmont.
So the 14 does hit.
Cool.
All right, roll for damage. And I believe it was a d6 plus 2?
D6 plus whatever my dex is.
Yeah. D6 with dex bonus. Yep, okay. So 9 damage. Please describe to me how this goblin dies.
Do you mind if I go a little graphic?
Of course.
Essentially, pull the whip off my waist, flick it, it wraps around him, and I go pull it back, and it slices him in half.
I like it. All right. So as you detach this whip or short sword from your belt, at first looks like a belt. So it goes through all the loops on your belt, and you can see that it then is just kind of a little limp. But after swinging it in the air once to get momentum going, you are able to flick it with a flick of your wrist. The blade and all the blade sections extend into individual links as well as chains that unfold and whip out in several sections of blades. These blades begin to wrap around this goblin, and it looks like it is a goblin that is wrapped around in chain. As you give one quick twist and pull with the wrist, it is then cut to ribbons, and the end of the whip returns to you.
That would be
Okay.
slashing damage, right?
It would be. As would a normal whip would do. Okay. So with that, is there anything else you want to do?
I'm going to move. No. I'm gonna stay where I am for the moment.
Okay. So with that, it then goes to Zargish. What do you want to do?
These guys have shields.
The melee combatants do, yes.
They do. I'm gonna approach the guy right in front of me. I'm going to not shield bash, but use my quarterstaff and like bash his shield, or if I can, I'll go for his neck. Two-handed attack.
Okay. Roll to hit for me, please.
Nothing fancy. There we go. That's a 17.
A 17 does hit. Roll for damage.
That is 8 damage.
All right. So as you bring up your quarterstaff, this is a two-handed one, right?
Mm-hmm.
As you bring up your quarterstaff, you begin to swing it down, and you are able to bring it down towards his neck. He attempts to raise his shield, and it clips the top of his shield, but it's too little too late. You bring your quarterstaff down, you bring it down on his neck, and it goes sideways. His head then lands on the quarterstaff, and he falls limp to the ground. You broke his neck.
He's dead?
He's dead.
Okay. So... Oof. I still can't see the archer I'm not supposed to see, right?
You can, having known that you got shot at and almost hit from it, you can, with your bonus action, make a perception check.
I don't want to do that. Sure. I know the general direction, right?
You know the general direction of where it came from.
Okay, so I'm going to head off into the bushes looking for this fool. So I still
Alright.
got like 35 movement. I'd be like right over, let's say, next to the log.
All right. That's your movement, but roll perception for me. That'll take your bonus action. Because this is in combat, do one of those, it will take the bonus action.
20.
A 20 to hit? Oh, yeah, okay,
Not,
yeah.
not to hit. To
Yeah, to
perception
hit,
check.
but for the skill. Yeah, you are able to look up and see that there is a goblin above you, that it's about 10 feet up in the air, sitting on a branch, and he looks to be covered in these kind of poorly crafted camouflage, where it's basically he just tied sticks and leaves to him. And the only area that really had any good camouflage on it was his head directly. The rest of them, yeah, that's obviously a goblin. So he is now revealed. Okay. And
Back to
object
Sonic.
tokens. All right, so you're able to see this goblin now. Okay. So with that, is there anything you moved, attacked, and bonus action? I don't think you have anything else you can do.
Nope.
All right, so it's the goblins again. So with this, these goblins on the left will be taking pot shots at Lit and Sam. At the moment, the current lip is from where they're standing. They can't get a good shot at you, Sai. You are currently able to charge up this mountain almost unharassed from the angle of which they are at. So, with that, there is going to be a pot shot at Lit and Sam. Those will be okay and okay. All right. So with that, both of those arrows both miss. One of which missed barely, because Lit, yours is 14. It got a 13. And Sam, what was yours again?
15.
15. So I got a... the 14 went towards you, Sam, and the 13 went towards Lit. So you both kind of just missed. You both just dodged, these arrows that came at you. So with that, these goblins take pot shots at you fairly quickly, and both of you are able to kind of get a good groove of where these arrows are coming down in the sunset light. There's enough light where you can see where these arrows are coming, and you manage to dodge out the way respectively, each. All right. So with that, there is also the third goblin that's up in the tree. He is going to take a pot shot at you, Mr. Turtle. So he will be... Oh, all right. So that is a 17 plus 4. So that will be a 21.
Okay.
So a 21 total will hit you.
How much damage?
Let me roll that real quick. That will be a total of 5.
Okay, so I'm a ninja turtle. And what that means is I have this thing called deflect missiles. So it costs me nothing. All I get to do is I get to reduce the damage from this attack by 1d10 plus 6. So I'm gonna roll that, and I'm gonna negate everything he's done. Yep.
Okay.
No damage.
All right. You are able to see that he is pulling an arrow back. You see this happening, and you brace yourself. You have your hands to your sides, almost as if you were in like a Western duel. And as soon as he looses the arrow, you immediately grab it out of the air.
No, I smack it. I use a quarterstaff. I whack it out of the air.
Oh, okay. So you use your quarterstaff instead to kind of deflect it and just kind of guide it to your left. So it goes to the left of you. All right. So with that, it missed.
Denied.
Okay. So with that, it then goes back to Sai.
Okay, so you said that
At the moment, these goblins don't have an angle on you. They are on like a
you
flat
said
bit.
this is a hill. Or
Yeah, this is a hill.
mountains.
But at the moment, they're at the flat top of the hill. They can't really see over at your angle directly because you are
Right.
just outside of their view from where they have yet to.
But I can't see them, right?
You could. Yeah, you would not be able to see them as well.
Okay.
And this would be difficult terrain going up. But up that way and around, it would be no penalties incurred.
Okay.
It is a fairly steep hill.
So I'm gonna go there.
And difficult terrain will just mean half the movement, so you could make it halfway up first time. But yeah, that works too.
I see them now.
Huh. You know what? Roll perception for me. I would say
17.
yes.
I'm gonna throw a boomerang.
Okay. And this will be the regular one or
Tooth one.
tooth one?
Tooth one,
Okay.
yeah.
So with that,
It's a
a 10 to hit. That does hit. Now roll for damage. And add 2 to that. So, or did it already add the 2? Yeah, it already added the 2. All right. So, with that, you do 6 damage. You are able to chuck this boomerang, and you are able to throw this boomerang in such a way where it zigs through the air and slits the throat of this first goblin. So he goes to his knees, clutching his throat, and he bleeds out, falls out, he's dead. These goblins do not have much HP, I will say outright. Okay, so with that, is there anything else you want to do? You still have the bonus action. I gave you the perception, like, I'll see how the dice decide.
No, I'm good.
Okay, so with that, it goes to Lit.
Let's see, I know I'm in range for that archer for an Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, you're in range easily for both of these. However, shooting at the goblin in the tree, he will have a bonus AC because he's in the tree.
Let's see, because I'm kind of looking at this one right here.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna do Eldritch Blast on that one.
All right, roll to hit.
All right, and it will be a total, for the love of God, please be on my side for this one. Please, a total of 23.
23 to hit?
Yeah.
Absolutely, it does hit.
And
Roll
then-
for damage.
Yeah. Total damage is 10.
Okay.
So what was it you rolled?
10.
10 for damage?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just got pinged by something else. I diverted my attention. Yes, you do hit it, you do kill it. Describe how you killed it.
I think this, it was kind of this. I was more focused, so that it wasn't my typical baseball swing. It was more of more focus, kind of like I kind of reached up my hand and kind of summoned that little fireball, and I aimed, and just chuck it.
All right. So with your Eldritch Blast, not Fireball, you don't get that just yet.
Damn.
With your Eldritch Blast, you are able to lift up your arm. You kind of look along the length of your arm. Close your left eye, looking out through your right eye, up your right arm. You currently have your 2 fingers pointing out, and these are kind of like your crosshair. The energy courses up your arm, shoots out between your 2 fingers, and you nail that goblin dead. All right. So with that, all that's really left is this one up here. So that will be Sam, your turn.
Can I see that person, or is the only one who can Czar?
Currently, at the moment, the only one is Zargish, because he has yet to inform the rest of the party, if I do recall.
Okay.
But you may make a perception check.
Sure. Let's do that. Does a 20 let me see him?
Yes, it does. So you are able to see this goblin through the trees. Once again, he's in kind of crappy camouflage. The only thing that's really good is the hat, and that's about it. But his ears betray him.
You know what? I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. If I move here, does that still give me the 15 range?
15 range?
Yeah, for the.
Oh, yeah, within that range. Okay, yes, that should hit. Or should be able to hit in that range. Yes.
Okay.
However, he does have the bonus AC because he is up in the trees and limbs.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna move there, and I'm going to try to hit.
Right.
I'm guessing a 12 doesn't.
12 meets, so it will do half the damage. So roll damage. 9, half of that is 4.5. I'm going to round that down. So 4 damage. Okay. So you were able to give this whip a kind of twist and turn. You fling it up at him, and it goes across the bridge of his nose. He barely dodges out the way, but his face is now bleeding pretty badly. So you basically give him a really good cut on the face. All right. So after that, it goes to Zargish.
How high is he?
He is 10 feet up.
Cool beans. I'm going to move directly below. Not directly below, like below in front, right there.
You have a reach of 10 feet with a quarterstaff?
I'm going to jump.
Okay.
I'm going to jump up and forwards like a ninja. I'm going to shove my quarterstaff two-handedly into his belly.
I believe that'll be athletics.
Any time of day. No acrobatics, you mean?
No.
Athletics. You said it.
Yeah, the athletics of running, jumping, and then doing that. I would say that's athletics.
11.
11. The 11 can get you up there, but swinging, I would say, with that low of the acrobatics, I would say will get you disadvantage to hit.
Okay. And then yes.
He still has the bonus AC of the tree.
Good for him. Let me find the thing. Rolling.
Okay.
That's a 13.
Okay, so with that, you are able to hit.
Just barely, or
you are able to hit. I cannot speak. Sorry. You do go over his AC currently. So with that, you are able to hit. So deal damage, which is the
yes. Why is the one-handed damage less than the or more
because
than
it rolled 2 separate dice.
Oh well. I guess it's 4 damage.
All right. So with the 4 damage, you knock him down onto the ground. You kind of hit his knee. He kind of crumbles under his own weight and falls to the ground. And with that, you can hear the air kind of go out of his lungs as he hits his back on the ground. But he's still barely alive.
Good for him. I'm going to mercilessly follow it up with an arm strike, which I could just do as a bonus action.
Okay.
Yep.
So with that, go ahead and roll to hit.
That's a 14.
Okay. And
then
because
the
he is on the
damage.
ground and prone, it will hit. So
And-
with that, roll damage, I suppose.
Oh yeah, he's gone.
Yep. Okay.
I
So with
crush his
that-
skull with my heel.
You certainly may. All right.
Brutal.
With your heel, you said?
Yep.
Almost ironic. You're healing this man in a way.
Indeed.
Oh dear.
It's my campaign. You know it's going to happen at least twice. All right. With the jokes and such. But anyway, you are able to bring your scaly heel down on his head. And as he has kind of exited all the air out of his lungs after falling down, you don't hear any air escape from his body as the heel comes down and there's a squish. You don't completely pulp his head, but you do give it a really good dent with your foot. And it's a dent that he will not survive from, as one dead goblin. And with this...
They tried to ambush us, and we obliterated them.
Yep. Okay. So with that, it is now the sun, after the final blow was struck, the sun has finally set over the mountain. There is darkness all around you. So now, what do y'all wish to do?
Take away the fight music.
Let's do that.
I'm moving back in the order, and we know they were waiting at ambush for us, so we must be getting close.
I'll follow up the rear. So yeah, they knew we were coming, I guess.
Okay.
Y'all want to continue on?
Eat.
Sure.
Okay. So with that...
Oh, wait. I desire to go around. We should loot the corpses.
All right. So with that, you are able to find, whip out ye old random generator, you are able to find 4 copper and 6 silvers on their bodies in total.
Wow.
Okay. So
How do
with
we look at our inventory?
you go to your character page. You see the inventory tab in the large white square in the bottom right section.
How do I check how much moners I have?
You go to the currency. You click on the currency word, and it'll pop up on the right side the currency tab. And you can add however much you want to add into your own personal inventory. So you just want to
give myself money.
Yep. Add the 4 copper and the 6 silver.
Wait, so how do I manage inventory?
So you see where you have your actions, right? And that big thing on the right?
That is a total, a grand total that you can all split between yourselves, or one person can pocket it.
I don't want it.
Because I would like some silver.
I've got 5 gold. Is that correct, guys?
Should be.
Okay.
I don't need any because I have a bunch of money from the stuff that we did earlier.
I'm not gonna squabble over 6 silver.
Just give them to Lit.
Yeah. Lit is the one who just was he. No, you were the one who saw the log coming.
Yeah. Just give him to Lit.
He's the one who just happened to pull it out of the pockets, so he just throws it in his bag or whatever.
Okay.
So once you're in the inventory tab on the right, top right of the inventory tab, there's the currency thing with the symbols. Click on that, it'll open up it all, and you type in your money, just like real life.
Let's see. So it was 6 silver.
6 silver and how many copper? 4. We didn't find any items.
No items outside of goblin weapons.
No salvageable goblin weapons of quality.
I don't think you would want goblin weapons. They're mostly just put together from either scraps or looted. And aside from that, these aren't the best of weapons, honestly. But you do have one potentially usable dagger that you can find that you have off one of these corpses.
Does anybody want an extra dagger?
No, I got enough on my end.
How much damage is it doing throwing?
Dagger?
Mm-hmm.
A dagger is a 4+ to hit and a 1d4 +2 on damage.
The +2 is from your own personal person. So, yeah, that's a 1d4 on base piercing.
So worse than a dart?
Potentially.
Okay. Never. I don't want it.
Okay. So then we should probably go ahead and keep going.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. How do you keep track of how many darts you have? I don't think it'd
There
be in your
is
inventory.
the inventory, but I won't make you count anything that is not special ammunition unless you're trying to build a bridge out of toothpicks.
Okay. I'll be sure to retrieve my darts. I'll try my best to roleplay it.
Alright.
Shall we continue in the marching order listed?
Mm-hmm.
Cool
Yep.
beans.
Okay.
No mercy. No
So
one left
with
alive.
that, it is now dark outside. And Lit, roll another survival check for me.
He's lighting the way.
All right, so what?
With dim light, he is lighting the way. But Lit, roll a survival check for me to keep track of these tracks.
All right, so total. Oh no,
No, what'd you do?
that's a 4.
Can I try survival? Since I'm next? Or 9? Or
You
who's
certainly
next?
may.
I have a yeah. That's you. Next in marching order line. That's you.
Yeah. May I?
You may.
19.
The
All right. With the
man.
19, seeing the dim light added to the situation, you're able to kind of walk around a Lit, and or you're able to inspect the tracks yourselves, and you are able to see a faint but traceable track of wagon cart wheels. Okay.
Here's a question. What does it
Yeah.
mean to be proficient in a skill? Does that mean you get advantage on rolls?
No, that just means it adds a bonus to whatever you roll.
And that's calculated in the
Mm-hmm.
And that's calculated in the thing by your proficiency bonus.
okay. Cool.
Okay. So, with that, you are then able to follow these tracks.
I'm sorry. I know it's dark, but I'm gonna try regardless. Since I'm in the back and I'm not concentrating on tracking, I would like to forage for some more herbs along the way. Just anything on the
Okay.
trail.
Roll another nature check for me, but I don't. Do you have dark vision?
I do not.
So do that at disadvantage for me, please. You are
Your
able,
disadvantage is nothing. Nothing.
and
It's a
yeah.
17.
so with that, you are able to find some herbs and spices along the way. So let's give you 1 pouch of herbs.
Fantastic.
Okay, so add that to your inventory. So let's add back some ambience. So let's
Mhm.
go and
Okay.
okay, copy and paste and play. Okay. So with that, you are walking through the woods. You are able to hear that there are some bats out in the night sky flapping around, and you are able to hear an owl hooting and doing its usual thing. So with that, you are able to see from the dim light of Lit and his human torch body, you are able to see the tracks that lead closer and closer, further and further towards the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as you approach this mountain, you can see that it towers well above everything around you. You can see that even in the night sky and the light from the quarter-filled moon, that it is that the mountains are well above the clouds. You cannot see the tops of these clouds. I'm sorry, the tops of these mountains. These things tower over the landscape. You can see in the near distance the foothills of these mountains. You can see that there are many hills, many cliffs, and a myriad of other geographical formations of rock, stone, and other mountainous earth. You also are able to see that the trees go up only so far up these mountains. The rest of these mountains are bare stone and snow. In the night air, you feel a chill breeze You can see that the stars are out. The clouds are mostly parted, and you can see some of the stars. Aside from Lit's guiding light of dim light, you are able to see your way from the light of the stars and the dim light of the moon. So with that, everything is in dim lighting at the moment. So as you continue forward, you're able to see the opening of a cave. You see in the opening of this cave, you can see that there is wood and timber laying around. You can also see that there is a shack that looks kind of like broken into, like the windows are shattered. It's been there for a long time. The surrounding area is a flat earthen gravel. And with all of this, you are able to see mining supplies such as carts, wagons, as well as some storage depots that are filled with gravel. Uh, Outside of all of this, you are able to see uh, no light is exiting the cave, and there is no light emanating from any of the mine buildings that are surrounding this cave entrance.
Mm-hmm.
This cave entrance has large, very large wooden timber support beams that are square in shape. You can see that it goes up about 15 feet tall in these large timbers, and you can see that the base of these timber logs have iron bracings on them. You were able to notice a sign hanging down from the top crossbar of these wooden timbers that is currently holding open the mine. You can see written in Dwarvish. Is anyone able to read Dwarvish?
No.
Nope.
No.
All right, you're able to see a sign that hangs down, and it appears to be written in a runic dwarven language that none of you can seem to make out or understand. However, you can infer that this is the title of the mine. Around the mine itself, you can see that there used to be a small, about 7, 8 foot tall stone wall that is essentially the same kind of stone wall that you would see like out in the fields, like out in the wilderness. It's just stone stacked on top of each other. No true dwarven craft here,
How
oddly
tall?
enough. So with that, you were able to see that there is a perimeter, and outside of that perimeter, roll perception for me, each and every one of you.
How tall is the wall, and does it surround just the mine entrance or the entire
The
compound?
wall surrounds the compound of the mine area, but it's not any true wall. It's more like stone stacked on top of each other.
How tall? Just like a little.
8 feet.
Nice roll.
So my perception total 20.
Okay. So with those rolls, there doesn't appear to be anything outside the cave. No,
21, right? Just making sure you're tracking.
sorry.
With my 21, I see nothing.
With your 21, you do not see anything outside the caves.
Just to be clear, the wall surrounds just the cave entrance, the mine entrance, or the entire compound or all the buildings?
The mining compound,
Okay.
the entire mining area.
Do we see any doors or entrances, gaps in the wall from where we are at?
There is one main entrance that follows in from the path that you have been following. And you can see the cart tracks lead straight through the gate.
I'll turn to my comrades and I'll say, do y'all want to head straight in, or do you want to try to sneak in and hop over the wall, or go in a different way?
Question, can we even sneak?
You certainly may try.
Okay, better question.
Because there's a bunch of buildings. Do you want to... Oh, after you.
Better question. Lit inside, do you think you two are able to sneak?
Just because they do not have bonuses does not mean any one person can't try to do any kind of task.
No,
There's always the chance. Yeah, there's always the chance that they can succeed, but do not be dissuaded by a lack of bonuses to what you have.
I get that. It's just we have a torch, so he'd need to somehow lower his light.
I
So he'd less visible.
I do have +5 for stealth. I don't know if that would help.
It
So,
can.
It can.
so we can say that he can dim his light.
Yep.
Okay.
I would say it can.
If you can dim your light, then we should be fine.
I would
Okay, I
say that he can dim his light, but his hair and his body will look like burning embers. They won't produce flame or smoke, but they will kind of glisten a little bit.
You can be sneaky.
He can be sneaky.
Okay.
And then I guess I'll say, because there's the buildings outside, I'll suggest, how about we go around, find some, a place we can hop over the wall, and then clear the buildings out before we go inside the mine itself. What do you guys think?
Okay.
Sure.
No better ideas?
Not really.
Let's try to be sneaky then.
Okay.
We'll sneak around, trying to stay out of sight of the main entrance, and see if we can get close up to this wall.
Right. So, if I may say, after that ambush and the fight prior, the party is now at level 4.
Dun.
I should have mentioned that earlier. I apologize.
Yeah, you should have. Horrible DM.
Technically, this is my first campaign.
2
but
out of 5
I'm
stars.
doing 2 campaigns in the same setting, so
2 out of 5 stars.
all right. So with that,
Does any big changes happen with y'all at level 4?
Let's see, level 4. I get an ability score improvement.
Wait,
Yeah,
how do I
level
check
4
that?
is monumental for most people early on.
How does one check? Oh wait.
Go to your character screen, hit the little settings symbol next to your name. You'll see a thing pop up. You can
Okay.
go and edit character through there.
Oh damn it! Hold on, it went away.
Click that.
All right.
When
So
you
our-
click that, did you click it?
E.
All right. When you click that, you can see in the top right area of the character, you can see character level on the left, warlock below that. You can see on the right side a level gauge. Put that, drop it down on the drop menu, click 4.
Okay.
And then it will tell you as you scroll down that there are other things that you can add to your character. So as y'all are adding that,
All you do is you just increase the level.
You just increase the level and then apply any other bonuses or things that you may or may not unlock from that level.
What does that mean to apply bonuses? That sounds...
Apply bonuses as in you pick, at level 4, you're able to pick your first feat and or ability score improvement.
Mhm.
Okay,
So
it's
You're also
circled in
able,
blue.
with certain classes, to add additional bonuses or pick and choose what you want to do and use.
Oh, do you get to do both, or do you have to choose ability score improvement or feat?
Ability score improvement or feat. You cannot get both. One or the other.
That ability score improvement is very powerful.
Mhm.
Okay.
You only get them so often.
And it has to be even. Only even ones that actually go higher, right?
No.
No, it just
You can
depends.
pick. You can pick one thing to improve 2 on, or 2 things to improve 1 on. So as y'all do that, let me do this area justice and see if I can't find anything for you.
Okay, I think I did this right.
Let's see. Are there any things you're going to how do I say? Are there anything that is there anything you're gonna limit us on feet wise?
If you want something, pick it and then bring it up with me. and I'll see if I can say yay or nay.
Wait, did it save? Hold on. I think it should have saved. Okay, it did.
Okay, so
I attempted to put in 2 instead of just increasing it by 1. I tried to increase my dexterity by 2, but I don't think it worked. It only went up by 1.
to the people who are watching, who may or may not understand what we're doing, we're currently leveling up characters before this next fight.
Presumably, next fight. Who knows? We could be diplomatic.
Yeah, there's a possibility. Gas.
Yeah, I'm reading it over. I would say yes. However, I would reflavor it as to the source of how you got that. So it wouldn't be the Fey Touch thing, just you get the bonuses. But you got crafty and you're magical, so you know what to do.
Yay.
Y'all know what? You in particular, do you know what a key save DC is for a monk?
What?
Or I'll have to Google that. What a key save DC. I'll Google it.
Okay, so before we go past that sign, I want to read it.
All right. Are you able to read Dwarvish?
Using that second part, I can do it.
Let me reread that second part. Huh? Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I see what you picked now. I thought you were just looking at the ability. That's the one you picked. All right. So comprehend languages. You
Yep.
are able to read the sign, and you can see that it says Yargun's mine.
That's it.
Yargund, as in Jargund, but it's the U with the eyeballs on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's Yargund mine. So that's the name of the mine.
Okay.
Or Yargunds being possessive.
Okay, cool. So Yargun's mind. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so it says to add it, I need to hit features and traits. Ah, there it is. Never mind.
Yeah, leveling up can be a process for those that are watching. So it does take a minute. I do apologize that I didn't do it sooner, but here is a good place to do it rather than later. So, yeah. Okay.
I'm good.
So with that, I bring you to this page.
Okay. I don't like that sound. Okay, so now that we're here, is everyone done, or do we still need to wait a moment?
Give me 5 more minutes, and I will be with you all directly.
Okay.
Waiting for that quality.
Okay.
Let's see.
Yep, I'm good to go.
Cool.
A moment, if you will.
How much? What is y'all's walking speed? Mine's 40.
I believe mine's
How's
25
the
or
turtle
30.
faster?
He's a monk.
Yep, I'm a ninja.
Where does it show walking speed?
Up, right above your
Upper
armor
Above
class.
middle
armor
area.
class.
Above your armor class.
Oh, 30 feet.
Are the rest of y'all also 30?
Yeah, rule of thumb is typically most everyone is 30.
Okay.
I remember when I was a gnome, I think mine was like 20 or 25.
25. I know it's 25 as a gnome. I used to play as one.
And a question for custom items. I can't really put them in my actual inventory. I can just write them down on a piece of paper.
You can, but you should also be able to physically add them as well.
I did see a button for custom stuff. If it's not a thing that exists, you can't-
Manage item, add custom item.
manage inventory.
Yes.
I don't see a custom item button.
Manage inventory button. Click that first.
I did. Then what?
Then you should be able. Inventory, manage inventory.
So sorry, I had to do some stuff.
Oh, you're fine.
Is your character leveled up? Did you know how to do that?
What?
We have leveled up our characters.
Yeah,
Oh.
we're level 4.
Yeah, we're level 4.
Did you update yours with your features and traits and such? If not, we can show you how to do it.
Okay.
Who are you?
To you, Lit. Are you leveled
Oh
up?
yeah, no, I did that before. I had to take care of some.
Okay. So, I will present the party with an option. Would y'all like to go ahead and continue on for upwards of 40 minutes and not complete this, I will air quote it, saying dungeon crawl in this session? Or did we want to put this as a good stopping point and then have a quality dungeon crawl the next session?
I think a quality dungeon crawl would be a good idea.
How about we explore the outer buildings first, assuming we can even get over the wall, and then we leave the entering the mine shaft
There
for later.
is an 8-feet perimeter wall of stacked stones, which do not look to be of dwarven make. You can see that there is, on this path that you're currently on, a 10-foot or so wide entrance where both the walls seem to stop at 2 supporting pillars that help hold up these walls. So there is a 10-foot entrance wide to this mine area. But y'all can choose to either walk through it or go over a wall.
I think we were trying to be sneaky and go over a wall. Do you guys
At
want
the
to?
moment, you can ignore the screen you're currently on, just
Okay.
as a visual.
Do y'all want to jump over the wall and try to clear out the buildings first, or just leave that for next time?
I think
Or
as a general, it would be best to do this area next time because we do have at most 20 minutes. Or sorry, 40 minutes.
As we do have a set time at 7 p.m. Eastern and 6 p.m. Central, that's when the stream stops. But I can certainly put together a custom map for the internals versus trying to find something that I like, because that's always a pain as a DM, finding a map you like and then butchering it in your own.
yeah,
Mhm.
custom stuff is cool.
And I am able to do custom crap, so I enjoy doing that sometimes.
So we'll stop here and start up again next week.
He.
It
You
looks
okay with that?
to be that way.
Okay.
We had a
Okay.
pretty good session.
All right then.
Say that's
Y'all were really pulling out all stops.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, thank you guys for watching, and I guess that's it.
All righty
Until
then.
next time.
Well, let's hope you all enjoyed, and we'll see you around next time, hopefully. All right.
Well, thanks
So
for
when does
playing,
the
y'all.
stream
Thanks for
itself
coming in.
end?